Welcome back to the commentary here. I'm Josh Monk here with Adam Burke. We're going to be seeing this one through. This is the final table. 7 players left in the vault. Day 2, 234,900 in the prize pool. And 71,000 big ones up. 70,000. I keep saying 71. I don't know. I'm trying to think of another natural. Yeah, 70,000 big ones up top.
I mean, I'll still take the 70.
Sure. So 70,000 up top, 47,000 for second, 31,800 for third, 22,500 for fourth, 16,600 for fifth, 12,900 for sixth, 10,700 for seventh. That's all she wrote. Cards are in the air. The graphics will appear shortly. There they are right there. Mr. Zhao right here with the 8-6 of hearts. I love this hand, just quietly.
It's a sneaky hand.
Yeah, it's very sneaky. Yeah, nobody can put you on it. He's going to fold, though, under the gun. Random Gin. He's going to put that in the bin, too. Chad here with the King 5 off.
The type of hands when you get in multi-way, if they hit,
sure,
they can very easily get paid off.
Agreed. Kenter's going to fold it. Round to Ali. On the button here. He's just called all in, I believe.
Yep.
Just jams it there for 1.6 mil. Joey Sand Dev is putting that in the bin, and Edwin's got a fold too with the 8-4 suited.
Picks up the blinds.
There we go.
What do we have the blind? That was 4-8, 40-80 with an 80.
Yeah, 40-80 with the 80.
So the minimum all these guys are going to be taken home, 10,700.
Geez, have a look at the stacks there. Edwin and Joe just pretty commanding. You know, they've both got almost 30% of the chips in play each. So.
And I was watching Edwin play and I was watching Joe play, and when they get some stacks, they like to put the pressure on.
Sure.
And as you should as a big stack.
Absolutely. Matty Gin under the gun with the 7-6 off. He's got to put that in the bin. And I've been waiting for this hand all day. The Ash Gupta.
the
Ashley Gupta here. You know, I've been waiting for it all day.
Dot.
Three side, dot. All the combos possible, huh?
You know, I actually ran into Ash last night and couldn't help myself but say it.
Yeah,
last night in Melbourne.
Dot. The best, huh?
Dot.
He's going to raise it up and make it 160K. That is Chad with the three side, dot.
It makes it even better that he won that hand.
I totally agree.
Story doesn't have as much ring to it if he
totally
gets
agree
dusted.
With that. Round to Mr. Zhao. Jing Zhan, I think his name is. Quan. I don't know. I've got to go double check with him. Not very good with those Asian kind of names. Anyway, it's King Queen versus Pocket Eights, and the flop comes down. All clubs. Bomb pot next hand. Nobody's got a club in their hand. So Chad is miles out in front of him.
Do you know how long I've been refraining from saying that every time I see it?
It's hard, isn't it? Anyways, so it goes check by Mr. Zhao. Round to Chad. Pocket Eights in that Australian Open tennis cap on. He's going to bet out. He's going to make it 170K. Jing Wan here is just going to most likely fold it. No clubs, no real draws. Outside of the 2 overs, backdoor straights. And that's all she wrote for that hand.
Edwin chip leader, very slightly over Joe.
Now I will say this. That PLO has already hit the guarantee. I mean, you can't make that up, can you?
And we've still got, what, 2 hours or so? 2 hours
and
plus
15 minutes.
Of late rego?
Yep. 30 entries straight in it, 20 left. $60,000 guarantee. Prize pool there matched in the big high roller PLO.
It's getting itself to a nice prize pool, and 2 hours left on the late rego too.
Absolutely.
So if you're in the area, coming down, plenty of time to buy into it.
Why not? Anyway, back round to the action here. This is the vault, day 2.
Chad under the gun, Queen Jack suited.
What a venue though, Berkey, huh?
Mate, I just took a nice little walk around the venue again.
Yep.
Yeah, just need to stretch the legs. And wow, the amenities here.
Oh, unbelievable. And you should come down here on a Friday and Saturday night too. They open it up into a full like discotheque type.
Well, I really hope I'm still here on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, good point. Anyway, round to Chad under the gun. He made it 160 to go. Just as out, puts it straight at the bin, round to Matty Gin. He's got the 6-5, 11 double. He's in the big blind. He might just elect here to call. See a flop.
Yep. Heads up.
Which he does. Heads up, go to the flop.
Queen 4 king, 1 diamond. Good flop
Two
for
hearts
Chad.
down there and 2 hearts, obviously. So Matty Jim with a backdoor straight draw, backdoor hearts draw, and not much of the board. Chad's got second best pair here.
Just elects to bet.
And
Fold,
bet fold,
stock
and that's
standard.
it.
Big blind, please. Four fold. Five fold.
With a jacks here from Joe.
In the high jack too. So
Jacks from Joe and the hijack.
there we go. You can't make that up. 4 J's now in it.
Range 160. 7 fold.
Or the old Simpsons reference, Joey Jojo Shabadoo.
There we go. So he's got to raise it up. He's going to make 160k to go. Round to Jing.
8 fold.
He's got a folder on the button. Matty Jin's got the other jack.
Yeah, the old Jack 4. Bit of controversy around that hand lately.
And Chad here just in the big blind, 80k to call.
We'll definitely make the call here. We'll go see a flop.
Go see a flop. So it's King 8 here versus the Jacks. 73, 27% equity breakdown.
Heads up.
Oh,
Flop comes, yeah, deuce,
just
6
drills
king.
the king, the 1 over.
Yeah, sure. And Joey's in a bit of trouble here because he's only got that case jack left because there was a jack folded.
By Mr. Matty Gin.
Chad here just tricking it up a little bit, just checking it. Joe's going to lead out here.
You have to lead out here though too. Expect to see a flat. Yep.
Looks like he bets 125k in a flat call. We're off to the turn. The turn card brings in the 3, doesn't help Joe whatsoever. Chad's still miles out in front there, 87% fave. I think he's probably going to check this back and see if Joey's going to go one more, but what would I know? Absolutely, he's not going to do that. He's just going to come out firing for something different.
3 bets.
290, I'm going to say.
Yeah, it looks like 290,
Yep.
and it is. Background to Joe, he's trying to figure out.
Where do you go from here?
Yeah, I mean,
He's checked the 2 and flat called. I mean, you've still got a relatively strong hand, heads up.
the thing is, Chad could have anything in the big blind. You know, he could have hit 2 pairs with, you know, deuces and sixes and stuff like that. He could have a king in his
He's
hand.
going to make the call.
I mean, I think you probably have to peel one off anyway because of the strength of your hand. But you know, here we go. So Joe's going to flat the 290 and off to the river we go. And the river card is the queen. It was paint, but no jack. Puts the extra overcard down for Chad just in case he was sucked out
he's
of the
gonna
deck.
fire
He's
again
gonna fire
too.
one more bullet.
I was going to say check, but yet again, what would I know?
Yep.
3 bets.
It's 340, 440 maybe,
460?
460.
Sure.
And Joey here just with the jacks.
He may call this.
No, I think he lays this down.
I mean, he's good enough to lay it down.
Well, it's gone check bet on the flop by Joe, you know, and then Chad's come out and fired the, you know, the turn, and now again the river. So he's showing a bit of strength here, Chad. It's a bit of kind of a donk lead on the turn, especially after you check back the flop there. But I think that Joe's probably going to just lay this down. Can't imagine he's going to call here. 2 overs are out there. The straight draw gets there.
And he's really thinking about it. You don't use those time banks for nothing. You only get 6 of them on the final table.
Sure. But the range of hands that Chad could have out of the big blind here would contain almost all of these cards. So, you know, he's dead to 2 of them. If he had 4-5, he's got a straight. He could have 6-2 for 2 pairs. He could have the natural 9, 6-3. There's a few combinations out here that have got jacks absolutely crushed. So I can't imagine he's going to call here. It might be a little bit of, I'm not going to say Hollywooding, but
I don't think you waste time banks on Hollywood. I think he's really considering this.
I don't know if you noticed that just then, but But Joey threw in that time bank there, and I think Chad was thinking he was about to show his hand. There was kind of a little bit of a pause there. It's definitely not an angle shot by any means, but it, I think sort of Joey kind of looked over expecting Chad to show his hand.
King.
And he does
Just make the
call
call.
too. Chad's going to show him the bad news with the king 8. Joey puts it straight in the bin. So there you have it. $2.2 million pot.
Decent size.
Chad goes up by 1.1 mil. It's a decent sized pot there too, just quietly. Chad now with 3.7 million. Edwin up the top there, Mr. Choose up there with 7.4 million.
I mean, the short stack still has got 19 big blinds.
Yeah, sure. Plenty.
That is absolutely plenty.
Agreed.
Glenn, what happened to Goat? I'm assuming he means I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah, he bubbled the final table there, Glenn, if you're talking about him in. Came 8th.
Made a very,
I hope so.
what would you word it as? Move. Bold?
It was bold.
Bold as
Yeah, it was bold, but I loved it personally.
Oh, no, it was a great
I thought
move.
it was sensational.
I mean, I think anything but a Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
The single card
Yeah, I'd
can
agree.
actually lay that down.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. That's a
Yeah.
fair call.
He just, unfortunately, just ran into it, and sometimes you just run into it.
So, Glenn, I think the hand was, it was
He had ace-8 suited.
clubs versus
Queen
Queen
of
5.
Hearts, 5 of diamonds. Flop comes out ace-9-8 of hearts.
Correct?
Offsuit 9 on the turn, obviously.
Yep.
And then King of Hearts on the river, completing the flush.
Obviously, with
And-
the full houses, the quads
yeah.
down, and a whole bunch of different combinations.
And he made a very large bet into him and tried to get him off. But, back to the action here.
Well, to be fair, I mean, there's not much action in this hand. Everybody can sort of do it, but we don't have to call this one out. I think it's pretty straightforward. But, yeah, I think it went like check, bet on... Yeah, it went check by Amin, bet by Joe, and then Amin decided to make a bluff bet at it, raise it up to 1.1 million. And Joey just said, oh, if you got it, you got it, and threw the chips in, showed him the bad news, and that's what got Amin down to 225k, and basically it was all in the following hand and finished
Against
in 8th.
5-3. Got the 5 on the river.
That's correct.
4 calls.
Anyway, Edwin here's going to bet 150. Have a look at this. Kent has just decided to call here with bottom pair. Is Edwin
Big call
going-
with the size of his stack, isn't it?
Yeah, but have a look at Edwin. You can't get 7.1 million or whatever he started the hand with without playing, competing in a few pots here. So I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to shoot one more bullet here. No, he doesn't. So it's going to go check on the turn. There's the river down and dirty, and it is the 6 of hearts. Kent is almost certainly going to bet check here, I would imagine. And I reckon it's just going to check, personally. But, what would I know?
Oh,
I'll tell you what, Kenter is an unbelievably good poker player.
these two were going at each other on the opposite table.
There you go.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Had a few big hands back and forth with each other. Not worried about putting chips in the middle at all. $80,000 bet on the river
Min
here.
click.
Just the min bet.
So just min it.
You're sitting here with ace high
Tell you what,
to an 80,000.
I tell you what, with the hoodie on and those glasses, it kind of looks like a younger version of Vincent Wan. Lucky, doesn't it?
Oh,
Don't
wonky.
you reckon? Wonky, yeah, 100%. If you got Wonky up here with a hoodie on, I reckon he, with the glasses on, it's a very...
Makes the call.
Just calls him with
I think
ace
he's
high
got
too.
Just max value out of that. Dude.
He did.
Got an extra big blind.
Excellent play
Instead
there
of
by
going check.
Kenter. I like that.
Well played.
Just gives that extra 80k. He's going to go towards his blinds.
Every big blind counts. Every single one of them. Especially with a field like this, they're hard to get out of them at the best of times.
It's a great final table. Just have a look at the broad scope, I guess you could call it, of poker players here. You've got a couple of, reg, high-level poker players and a couple of people who like to shoot a couple bullets off and play a bit more high variance poker. You got Chad there, all geared up, looking like he's going to go play golf or tennis. All calm, cool, collected guys. They're playing for big money up top here, 70,000.
Oh,
Edwin here with the chip lead plus the kings. Why not? Yeah, sure. He's going to raise it up. He's going to make it 150, I think it looks like. 175. We can't make it 150 for starters. So he's going to make it 175.
now these guys have been playing with each other for a while, all these guys, and Edwin likes to raise a lot of pots.
Sure.
So when he has hands, he gets called a lot of times.
Matty Gin's going to fold the Nintendo 64 around a chat. He's going to fold it as well.
But
in the
what do
bin.
I know? Folds around.
It's just absolutely going to. I don't even know if Ali's going to defend here. He probably won't too. He doesn't. He's not going to even think about it. And kings get absolutely no action.
Guess I just don't quit my day job here,
It's true.
or night job, or 24 hour around the clock job. Poker touring's like that, isn't it?
It is very much so.
$234,900 in the prize pool.
Not much for you.
Not much. What about the battlers?
Yeah, exactly right. Edwin's gone for picking up the kings into the 6-2 suited under the gun. He's going to fold it round to Jing with the jack 4 off. He's under the gun +1. He's going to throw that straight in the bin too, guaranteed. Jacob doing the dealing here today. Matty Gin's got the 84. That's in the bin. Chad's got another 4. 10-4.
Not many left.
The old police radio, 10-4.
Good buddy.
Around to Kenta. He's picked up the queen out of hearts. He's going to raise this up. Put the pressure on the blinds here from the button. Good play. Here comes Doctor there. Ali. He's going to put that in the bin, the queen 7. That's the Joe Hash hand that helped him get all the way down to the final table, to be fair.
It was queen 7 of diamonds? Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. It's been a while. It's been 20 years.
You know what? Funny enough, I actually watched the replay on that a couple of weeks ago.
There you go, sure.
I think it was queen 7 of diamonds.
Sure. Anyway, round to Joey. He's going to defend here in the big blind. Just 80 more to call, and off to the flop they go. Heads up poker again. Flop comes queen 8-9. Yeah, sure. Everybody's got a piece of it.
Yeah.
Kenta picks up 2 pair, top and bottom. Joe there's got a pair of 9s. Backdoor straight draws. Joe's going to check his option here. Round to Kenta, who did raise it up pre-flop on the button. He's
going to try
the
to figure out
world
how
here.
to get most of this in from here and
Yeah.
try to get a call from Joe.
agreed.
Yeah, legs to bet, 125.
Joe's going to definitely come along with his 9.
Yeah, wouldn't imagine him going anywhere from here.
Here comes the turn card down and dirty. Deuce of clubs isn't going to help.
Absolutely helps everyone.
Complete rainbow board now on the turn.
What do we call that, monkey? Nice Badoogie on the flop,
Yeah,
on the
just-
board.
Yeah. Queen 9 Badoogie.
You standing pat?
Probably not, no. I like to draw there. Joe's going to check it as well. He's going to stand pat. Round to Kenta on the button here. He's going to shoot one more bullet, I'd imagine. Needs to protect his hand ever so slightly, just in case, because there is a 3-liner to the straight at the moment. Just got a bet out. Looks like 275, is it?
Yeah.
Got a bet 275. Figures haven't come up yet on the screen, but I'm almost certain it's 275. Round to Joe.
I'd almost imagine he's peeling off one more here, Joe.
Yeah, he's got second best pair and heads up pot, you know. So likely he's just going to flat here and see the river card. Need to hit one of those 6% outs, which is one of the 2 remaining 9s in the deck. No, wow, okay, great fold there, huge by Joe. I love that, really good. He sensed, that Kenta was pretty strong and decided he'll bat on another pot another day.
Nice little boost for Kenta's stack.
100%. So Adam Burke here in the commentary booth with me, Joshua Monk, just filling in for Harvey Silver before Harvey Silver comes in later in the week to actually do some proper commentary as opposed to just a couple of battlers trying to make it work.
Couple off the street.
But I think I think we do a pretty good job, Berkey.
Oh, look. There always seems to be mixed reviews on how we.
Okay, yeah.
But you're always going to get that as commentators.
Sure,
You're not going to please everyone, but
sure. We try to keep it entertaining, and Berkey and I are good mates, so we bounce off each other quite well. If you like it, or you want to drop us a comment, or tell us what you think of our commentary, feel free to.
Bit of criticism, maybe.
Constructive only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to give us some shout-outs, or if you want us to give some shout-outs, no problems. If you want to provide us with some feedback, that's great. Yeah, Brad, how's the peeling, Monko? Yeah, well, haven't been peeling much actually lately because I've been busy working the series, but next time I catch up with you, I'll squeeze some cards with you, no problem whatsoever. Or, better yet, if you make your way down here, Brad, to the Hotel Bella Vista, we have a squeeze table here, high card squeeze. Flips. And,
looking forward to running a few of those.
They're unbelievable.
Excitement machines, those things.
So you can just squeeze the cards, you can damage them however you wish. Generates a lot of action. People love it. So
now I don't know if many people. Oh, actually, I'll tell this after because we look like we got a bit of action here with the King Queen suited versus King Jack off. So we had the raise under the gun, and the big blinds just 3-bet him to 475.
yeah, sure.
Jing just thinking about what to do here.
Mr. Zhao here, he's facing a raise to 475. It's going to cost him 315k more to call. He's only got 2.2 million. He decides to put it in the bin, which is the correct play.
Now, squeeze flips. Do you remember the night you called me with the brilliant idea? I think it was about 4 in the morning. I get a message.
That's true. It's so true.
He just gives me. I get a random message. You up?
Yeah.
All right, Mikey. Let me roll out of bed. I'll give you a phone call.
That's true.
And then I just get this story. You'll never believe what I'll come up with. Squeeze. I'm like, man, everyone's doing squeeze. No, Berkey. Squeeze flips.
Yeah.
Squeeze flips.
Yeah.
We can just bend the shit out good.
Out of the cards. Probably bend them right all the way up. Oh, dear.
Do they know that squeeze? Look.
Yeah, there's some videos out there, Brad. If you jump on APT Live or on the Instagram page, we've actually, you couldn't make up the first squeeze that we did.
I saw that, the ace on the last one. So it went king, and then the last person squeezed the ace.
Absolutely unbelievable. If you haven't seen that video, Brad, get straight on it because it's epic. The 7 or 8 way flip, whatever the case may be, or squeeze, I should say. I think Dipper was the first one there. He just squeezes out the 2 clubs, I think, to open the bowling. The no side.
Got the no side.
Chance
Absolute nut low.
And then the King of Spades was produced, and then there's only 2 aces left in the deck for him to squeeze up on the last card, and he just bang, if you don't mind. Anyway, back to the action here. Ali's raised it to 160 in the cutoff.
And Jing going to make the call in the big blind.
Heads up.
Jing here's just calling here in the big blind. Heads up battle. Oh, look at this action flop. Yeah, why not? King Queen versus the Queen Jack. The Queen Jack has hit that 2 pairs there, but Ali does have the gut shot to go with it, or the up and down, I should essentially say, but you can't go the other way round. So just a 10 ball or king ball will get him there as well. Bit of an action flop, to be honest.
Very action. And Ali with a short stack here. He's wondering how to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Check.
Here comes the turn down and dirty. 3 hearts isn't going to help Ali.
Absolutely doesn't help.
Jing, miles out in front now, 71%.
Imagine seeing a bet here from Jing.
I think he has to.
You've got a short stack who you want at some point to go over the top of you.
What are you betting here? I'm betting like 250k or something like that, right?
Yeah, I don't mind that. 250, 275. Actually, you can probably even go lower than that. 200, 225.
Add a couple of oranges in there.
Yep.
Why not? 195?
You can even go smaller than that. The old 180k.
Yeah, the old...
the snap call
180.
from Ali.
The old 108, you know. He's bet 180 and been caught, and here comes the river down and dirty. It's the 7 of hearts. It's not going to help Ali whatsoever. Jing with the check mark next to his name.
Ali would be feeling quite comfortable with this, unfortunately.
Sure.
But, I mean, Ali's got just over 1.5 of the pot.
Oh, yeah.
You going to bet out again here if you're Jing? I think you have to, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely having a bet here.
He's snap calling that turn. He's got some part of it.
It's just the perfect run out for Queen Jack here. You know, the clubs don't get there, like just 2 complete blanks, basically. 3 of hearts, 7 of hearts here.
I
You
reckon
get value out of a weak ace. You know, you can also get a call here actually by exactly this hand, the King Queen. So I like this bet here, 300k, back around to Ali. The Doctor.
That's good, doggy.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon he lays this down, or do you reckon he calls?
I think he calls here. I think he's talking himself into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go the other way here, actually. I reckon Ali might just lay this down. I think, you know, Jing showed some strength in the last 2 streets, obviously. You know, he's bet 180 on the turn. He's come out with 300k here at the river. The turn could not have helped his hand very often unless he's got pocket 3. So he's obviously repping a hand that's strong enough to be able to shoot a second bullet here at the river, which would indicate that he's got queen or better. And Ali does make the call here. I don't necessarily like this call, but I'm not a huge fan of a very good player at Hold'em, so I don't know whether or not that is a call. If you're a professional Hold'em player like you Didier Gurens, let me know whether or not you just would call that off or whether or not you put that in the bin. I'd probably fold, but I mean, the hell would I know?
Weaker queens getting called by, I don't know.
Maybe it's just the top end of his range. Like maybe King Queen is just the top end of calling range. You know what I mean? And he's just like, it's a 50-50, I'll just call. But yeah, I don't know about that one. But anyway, who cares? It's all good. He's still got 930,000, which is, for anybody who runs good, more than enough chips to win this event. I mean, I've seen winners come from 2 or 3 big blinds, Michael Mizrachi styles, who came, I think, from 3 or 4. I think it was sub 5 bigs to take down the main. So
he was, I think
it was
2.5. 2.5 bigs.
Yeah, sure.
And then just ran like God.
Yeah, just ran like God.
But that's all you need. Yeah. I don't think it's 10 million after taxes though over there.
They take 30%, so it's 7 million. Look, nobody's going to be arguing if you pick up 7 million, 10 million, whatever. It's all just another million, yeah? So Edwin here with the Jack 9 of hearts. He's going to raise it up on the button to 175. Mr. Zhao puts it in the bin. Matty Gin and Tonic. He's got the King 8 in the big blind. He might elect to defend here. Heads up battle again. I reckon the Jack 9 gets here because I'm a bit of a baccarat squeezer myself. Here comes the flop. It comes 10 ace king.
Gut shot and backdoor flush draw for Edwin, and second pair for Matty. So a little bit for each on this this flop.
Matty just going to check it from the big blind round to Edwin.
He loves firing.
He just loves it.
He loves the fire.
Any chips in front of him, man. I thought before he was just going to move all in the time banks there. You know what I mean? He just loves having chips in front of him. He's got about 140 round to Matty Gin. I think he's almost certainly going to peel one off here. Yeah, he's definitely going to peel one off. Might even be coming in for... No, he does. He just elects to see one more card. I've got a really big feeling like a king's just going to hit on the turn or something, you know? No, well, 8 ball. Yeah, close enough, Josh. Good on you, mate. Big pat on the back.
Absolutely same.
Have a look at that card, though, to be honest. Now,
and gives Edwin more...
He's up and down now. Now he's picked up a 7 as well.
Semi-bluffs.
Yeah, exactly right.
He can, because he loves to fire, so...
He's also picked up a little bit more equity, like I said.
And a good check from Matty. He knows Edwin likes to be aggressive.
Yeah, sure. Can the natural 9 here spike this river if Matty doesn't decide to raise on the turn and get him off the hand? I reckon he just goes one more bullet here. I think Matty just flats. Mind you, Matty's a superior poker player. He might try to take down the pot here. He's so strong.
Max value here.
He's so strong here, though. I mean, it's crazy in a heads-up battle. Like, this is the dream spot when you've got King 8 in the big blind. You know, you've hit the 2 pair on the turn, the ace ball's down, somebody who's raising, in position could have like a weak ace that wants to continue, and you've just, turned 2 pairs. And
I don't mind either one here. I don't mind the flat.
Me too, he just flats too. I like this.
Mind the jam,
love this. So up and down.
Definitely looking for a brick here.
Queen or 7 here will get there for Edward. The river card comes to 3 of diamonds. Absolute blank of all blanks there, basically. Matty Gin knows he's good as Christmas here. Is he going to go one more check here? I mean, that would be huge, wouldn't
check. Guess I just have this feeling Edwin wants to fire again.
I think he checks this down because he just knows his players so well. He's trying to extract max value here. I mean, if I was just to take a read on this, I love this. This is phenomenal here by Matty. Yeah, love this. Can he go one more, Edwin, here?
Edwin knows he can't win unless he fires. He's using a time bank. Really thinking about this one, Edwin. Oh, he's reaching for chips. He has. He's gone all in.
Oh, wow.
He's
huge.
made the move. Now, even if you like, you still got this gut feeling. Look at the size of the pot. Matty calls this and takes it down. This massive swing in Mr. Gin's favour.
Matty Gin here, I mean, what a spot. And great bet here too by Edwin. I think it probably gets through. But here's the thing, Matty Gin's just such a good thinker of the game. Like I said before, prior to the hand actually even coming out, what a superior poker player he is. He's just moved all those time banks. Basically, I think he's going to go all the way in the tank here. His tournament life is on the line here. He does have 2 pairs. Edwin showing max strength here with the all-in move at the river. Matty Gin knows that Edwin can make moves like this too, so probably be a few minutes here at least worth of thinking time. I think it gets it done, but Matty's just such a great player.
I think that
he does too, and Matty folds the winner. I mean, just a great bet by Edwin here. Puts Matty Gin's tournament life on the line.
Absolute max pressure there.
He gets the job done. He's going to be spewing later on when he's having a look at this feed.
And Edwin, up to 8.4 million.
Sure.
When you take risks like that and they pay off, you get the chips, get the bickies.
Please.
Yep. Vimol, is it? I do agree. That is a massive power play.
I loved it personally. I thought it was a great
Edwin
move.
has been absolutely putting max pressure on a lot of these players. Even on the bubble, he had a decent stack and he was putting
Fearless. Just fearless.
Absolute max pressure on these guys.
Sure. Comes around to Joe here in the hijack. Looks at his chips first, just throws them straight out there. Looks like he's put a raise out here. It's made out 160, just betting the structure. Everybody else folds around to Matty Gin in the small blind. Just puts it on the phone, goes probably straight onto Spotify to change the song. That song wasn't working for him. Chad here, King 9. He's going to battle for it. So another heads-up pot here. 440k in the pot. This is hand number 11 of the final table. We are playing 40, 80, 80. This is the Vault Day 2, 234,900 in the prize pool. The flop comes down Ace-6-5. No help to anyone. Chad out in front there with the King High. Joe's going to probably fire out here with a C-bet. And Chad's going to most likely put this in the bin, I would imagine. I can't imagine him floating here with the King 9. He does too. And that's party over.
I didn't need to do much there, man. You had that all covered.
Nah, yeah, he's all over it, yeah. Wasn't getting...
Look at those payouts. Minimum 10,700 for all these guys. And a whopping 70,000 up top.
Yeah, amazing.
Just got to get through a couple more people, right?
Correct.
The pay jumps are very, very decent at this point.
Hmm.
Do you reckon that was going through Matty's head just before?
Possibly. I mean, I don't know. Possibly. I don't know.
It's hard to always tell. You always try to get analysis from these guys in the hand. They all think about things so differently.
Yeah, I think, to be fair, I think though when you're playing an event of this size, these guys, obviously, closer you get to top end money, the more you think about the money. But I think for most of these particular players, they're probably not thinking about the money per se, given in the situation which is the hand. They're not thinking about, if I fold here, I could risk not winning the first prize. I think they're just analysing the hand in play and trying to make the best decision they can.
Edwin in the hijack, ace 3 suited, raises to 175. And Jing has woken up with the jacks. Jing with jacks.
Jing with jacks.
Seems to be a trend going on here with these jacks.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's either Joe or Jing or jacks.
So Edwin's just going to continue with his fearlessness. Raise it up, make it 175. Here comes Jing. He goes, I've had enough of this.
Yeah, 500.
He's going to pop it back to 500. Matty Gin with the King 8 that got him into trouble last time. He's going to put that in the bin. Chad's going to fold the King Jack there too, just quietly. So there's one Jack out gone. Kenter in the bin there with the Joe Hasham 73. Round to Edwin here with the Ace 3 suited. I mean, he's got a huge chip stack here, just quietly.
The King of Clubs blocker doesn't help Matty. Huh. Appreciate one, Brad. Any help in the analysis for us would always appreciate it in the chat.
Anyway, he's decided to come across here, so it's Ace 3 here versus the
No
Jacks.
fear from Edwin.
Ace 3 suited in the clubs. Here comes the flop, it just comes 8, Queen 9. Jack's miles out in front. Edwin needs to find some clubs or find an ace pretty quickly. Edwin, I can't imagine he's going to bet this flop. He's going to check it, comes around to Jing. He goes, you know what? Let me have a sip of water and I'll make my mind up in a couple of minutes. He's going to check it back. Yeah, tricks it right up here. Turn card down and dirty. Let's have a look at it. It is the 9 of clubs, so it brings in the clubs draw for
Clubs
Edwin.
draw and still an ace. Gets it for him.
Edwin checking his
So
cards.
picks up a few more outs.
Edwin
And here we go. He only needs a couple outs, doesn't he, to
does.
be able to fire into a pot.
I tell you what I do like there. He goes to check his cards again. He knew exactly what he had there. He didn't need to have a double check, mate. Anyway, he's going to have a think about this one here. He's picked up 24% equity here going into the river with his clubs draw and that overcard ace versus the jacks. He's got to come out firing. It looks like 425 maybe.
525? 550, I'm going to say. 525.
525. Great read by you.
Yep.
Round 2.
Another
Jing
good one.
here with the jacks. He's not going anywhere, I can't imagine. I think he just flats here.
So he bets just under half pot, but yes, I can't imagine Jack's going anywhere here.
Yeah, I think he just flats here, like almost always.
Yeah. Definitely want to see a
That's
river
what
here.
he does. Here comes the river. Edwin needs a club or an ace to take this pot down. Here comes the river. It is the King of Diamonds. Doesn't
I think
help
this is going to
Edwin
shut down
whatsoever.
both of them.
Could potentially shut down both, but you know,
But
Edwin
Edwin,
just made this plan.
Yeah.
This
He
play
made the plan on the turn, didn't he?
He did make the plan on the turn, but he also has been fearless. He showed us all this a couple of hands earlier with Matty Gin and Tonic when he just jammed it there with the up and down that missed.
Like, there's 2.3 million to pot, and he knows his opponent's got about 1.9 behind, which is still enough to fold if he can find the bet here, which, if anyone on this table I know is capable of finding it after what we've seen, it's definitely Edwin.
I reckon he might go for it again.
I
he might,
think he's going to.
Yeah, I think he might just go, you know what, max pressure again and
Yeah.
put him right in the blender. You know, he has that option there to put this guy's tournament life on the line if he decides to move this all in or bet anything more than 1.9. The board doesn't hit.
Oh,
Yeah, this is huge. He's just got to bet the whole amount, 2 million. Yeah, sure, puts him all in. I love this guy, man. He's unreal. I might go out there and shake his hand shortly. Unbelievable. Just makes another play at it. Look at Jing. He's thinking, I need another bottle of water. Look at how uncomfortable he is at the moment. Just slouches back in the seat. He's thinking, for goodness
max
sake.
pressure here.
You're correct. And I think, you know, the funny thing is, I think outside of a 10 or a king or an ace ball, I reckon he's just spewing a little bit about that river card. He's gone straight for the time bank here. You know, I think it was any other card except for a 10, an ace, or a king. I think he would snap this off here with the pocket jacks, like if it came to 7 at the river or something like that. This king makes it extremely difficult. I think you have to put this in the bin, but look, you know, he's reaching for chips. I think he's trying to decode this one.
The thing is, we're the only ones that have seen the hands. So we're the only one knows putting max pressure on with some of these air balls.
Yep.
So these guys just sitting at the table of just thinking he's just picking up hand after hand after hand.
Sure, and he just lays it down
Yeah,
too.
Jesus. Edwin picks up another 1.2 mil to add to that stack.
He's up to 10 million, yeah, sure. Why not? 10 million big ones.
What have we got the next closest at? Joe with 5.9. Oof. I'll tell you what, if Edwin keeps on this pressure, mate, he can really put the squeeze on. And he already looks like he has no problem putting chips in the middle.
Yeah,
9.6 million from Edwin. Joe's sitting second at 5.9.
Well, if you think about it, there's 26 million play. So
Yeah, Vimal, I agree. It is very, very easy for us watching. But like, if you're sitting there in that table, and this guy's constantly jamming on you, you just wonder: is he running good? Is he playing good?
that's a good point.
And you just don't like put him straight in the blender then at the right time. Because if he makes that move at any other point in that hand, I reckon he Jing finds the call.
Yeah.
Right time to make the moves. Edwin with the ace-8 off. Going to continue this pressure in the +1. Blinds have gone up to 50, 100, 100. So we're going to get a min raise here out of Edwin.
Jing in the bin, Matty 6-3. That's in the bin straight away. Straight back on the phone. Change the song.
Oh,
Chad
Chad.
picks up the
Here we
kings.
go.
Sure.
Haven't seen much from Chad. He's been keeping to himself a fair bit during this final table.
Might as well be in timeout, mate. He hasn't played a hand for about 6 months. He finally picks up the kings here. He's going to come in for a raise for sure. He's going to just put that 3-bet in. I reckon he's probably going to go to, what, 650, 675, something like that. I might be wrong. Or is that making it even 5? Kenter's got one of those kings. He's going to put that in the bin. Round to the doctor.
I reckon this could just fold around to him.
Yeah, Doctor folds as well. Back round to Edwin. Got that natural 9. I mean, he's been running really pure, and he's also been playing fantastic, I have to admit. So I wouldn't be surprised
If he just peels one?
Just peels one and then just peels an ace in the window. You know what happens, man, when you got kings, man. There's an ace every single time.
The
in
ace
door.
magnets. The absolute ace magnets.
Forget about it. So he's going to come along. He's looking at some chips.
There you
Yeah,
go.
why not? 500, sure. I'm going to test my
I'm
luck
running
here.
good. I'm running good. Let's see.
He's also got 10 million in chips, which also helps, right? So off to the flop they go. Ace 8 versus kings. Flop 7, 8,
Ooh.
7.
That could get Edwin in a bit of trouble.
Very dangerous here. He's going to check it round to Chad, who's miles out in front, as you can see. 84-16. He's going to see bet this, was it about 450?
350?
Hard to tell here because
I don't know if I need glasses. The screen's a bit fuzzy.
Yeah, it's a Specsavers job, I think. He's going to bet 350k. Action back onto Edwin, who's not going anywhere, obviously, with the ace 8. Top pair, top kicker.
Yep.
He just snaps it off. Didn't even think of it for more than 5 seconds there. I like that. I like fast poker. Here comes the turn down and dirty. A 6 brings it in. Brings that straight draw in. Edwin here probably going to just check it.
Imagine the check, yeah.
One more time, yeah, sure.
I think with those straights and that coming in, we may see a check back, but yeah.
Yeah, very good read there. Here comes the river. Ace right 8 will get him for it. And then puts down the 4 liner
Do you know
too.
what? This would not surprise me if Edwin has a crack at this with the 4.
Wouldn't surprise me whatsoever at all.
And then you just put Chad in a blender with kings here.
It's such a
4 to the
disgusting-
straight, board pairs, like...
What a gross run out though for Chad. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
He finally picks up kings, hasn't had a hand. Oh.
wow, and it's going to go check almost certainly here. I can't imagine that Chad's going to bet this here with a 4 liner down.
Well, what are you getting called by? If you...
Nothing. He just shows the kings
Yeah.
face up, and that's going to get the job done. Edwin just gets away with, and he gives it the nod of approval. Nice answer.
I didn't love
Adjust the hoodie, and we're off to the next hand. Very good there by Chad. What a disgusting run out though for kings and anties.
He hasn't picked up a hand. He hasn't picked up a hand since last week. Picks up kings and the board runs out like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But he still picks up the pot, and that's the key. Edwin knows. Well, it's been great to watch him play. He is definitely in the zone. Sometimes you just know. Edwin on the gun with the ace-4. Elects to fold. 6-5 from Jing. I reckon that'll be folded as well.
I should bet that river.
Jeez, what a great read.
Just in case you put...
Just getting these folds out. Queen 5. Round to Chad. King 7. Not much going on this hand. Kenter in the bin. Now we're blind versus blind. Ace 10 for Marley. 680,000. He could elect to just jam this here. Yep. Just decides to put it all in. Joe with the King Jack. I imagine we'd be getting a call here.
Yeah, I think Joe calls here in the big blind.
Yep, there you
Does
go.
snaps it off. It's just a standard
What do we
sort
have,
of
60,
situation.
40? Usually around, yep, 57, 43.
Who's your money on? I'm going to go Joey. You took too long.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, well, Ali was my pick, so I got to take the ace-10, don't I?
Oh, wow. Have a look at this
jeez,
for a
look
flop,
at
just
this.
quietly. He just flops a joint. Yeah, sure. Yeah, and that's basically party. That's all over
Yeah.
right there on the turn. See you later.
Well,
And Joey just flops the absolute. Look at the straight. He's
just
got everything.
just as I've been running lately, man, I'm back the wrong horse again.
Just snaps
I
calls.
must apologise to Ali because I took him to win and he's the first one knocked out here.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's sure. But how's that there from Joe? Just, the standard sort of
Yeah.
situation, raise, call from the big blind with the King Jack, and the guy just flops a joint on you. Yeah?
Yeah, not even a shot.
Not even
he
a
had,
shot.
He had what?
No,
running
aces,
boats.
tens, boats, all of those types of outs. But, I mean,
They're not really outs, are they?
yeah, not really. Anyway, that's...
Down to 6 here. But Ali played a great game. Picks up 10,700 for his troubles.
lovely.
Rough day at the office, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Joey now up to 6,635,000. It's a nice little...
Still chasing Edwin at 8.7 million.
It's true, but it's a nice stack there for Joe.
Oh, you'd take it in this field.
Of course you would.
As I was saying before, even Jing sitting there with 19 big blinds.
Sure.
And he's the short stack, and that's still plenty. Plenty to do some damage in these fields.
Jing picking up the four-side. 10-9 off. Matty's going to fold the Jack 7 under the gun. That's the Michael
Dirty
Jordan
dive
32. Kenta Ito here with the 9-5 Dolly Parton. Joe said this is my second favourite hand of the game.
8-6 of diamonds.
8-6 of diamonds is my second favourite hand of the game. Jack 10 of clubs and then the 8-6 of diamonds. And then the 97.
I thought it was Jack 9.
No. Jack 10 of clubs.
So you like a baccarat?
Yeah, well, if we're talking baccarat, yeah, sure. But in terms of my favourite poker hands, it's Jack 10 of clubs into the 8-6 of diamonds into the 9-7 of hearts. So Joe's picked up my second favourite.
Well, he
In the
must know
small
this, so I think he's going to make a move.
Yeah.
He's like, monkey's endorsing this hand. Got to do something with it.
So he just limped in from the small blind.
And
Edwin decided to throw it back in his face for 325k.
Oh, Jesus, great from Edwin, isn't it?
I mean, I
Is this
know
big
what I
stack
would do.
versus big stack?
Yeah,
Oh,
I love this here by Joe though.
yep.
He's decided to come along here with the 8-6. I'm going for 8-6 all day long. No
I've
favouritism
got
here though.
to take Edwin here.
The flop comes King Jack 4, I should say.
Could you think of a worse flop for Joe?
No,
Like,
is the answer. Yeah,
what-
no. Yeah.
Where are you going from here?
Absolutely nowhere.
Check fold.
Yes.
Check bet fold.
Yeah, check bet fold. I mean, there's just nothing happening here. I mean, it just doesn't have diamonds, got nothing.
It's like absolutely nothing.
I think it got closer to Joe. Just we've got a couple of people walking into the comm box here at the moment. Actually, one of them's my daughter, so apologise if I got sort of caught off guard there for a second. She's decided to come in and take a couple of photos. I'm not sure why, but
Well, we do look like Beavis and Butthead.
well, geez, that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been one of those days. I'll let it fly. You know what I mean? I'll let it fly. Ah, dearie me. Jasper in the chat there. He wants Chad to go as well. Chad's got a lot of support here at this final table. We are six-handed. This is day 2 of the vault
10 deuce in
and
the
the
bin.
final table.
Haven't heard much from Matty since that hand. He's just been real quiet over there in that corner.
Matty just plays the game like that. You know, like he's a bit quiet. He's a lethal assassin. You know, he's kind of just sits in the
Or I imagine Edwin like
The
this.
dark.
Little suited connectors.
the 54 suited. But he just sits in the corner and he waits his time, and he's got a lot of patience, Matty Gin.
The silent assassin.
He just is. He's a silent assassin.
Absolute polar opposites to Edwin here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So Edwin here is going to raise up the natural to 325k round to Jing.
Sometimes you love getting in the mix.
He's just going to put this straight at the bin. He's definitely not going to defend with that. Edwin just steals his blind, sure.
Sure, didn't need it.
6 left here. We are live on a 25-minute delay at the Bella Vista Hotel. For the Australian Poker Tour, this is the Vault Day 2. 234,900 in the prize pool. 70,000 big ones up top. 47,000 for second. Chip leader in this tournament right now is your Edwin Chu. He's got 9.3 million, followed quickly by Joe with 6.3.
And Chad's sitting there on a nice stack at 4.4 mil.
Yeah, I like that. The 444, yeah, sure, why not? And a couple of stacks around that sort of $2 million, $2 million chip stack. But Matty Ginn, who's my pick of the yard, still well in contention to win this. Anybody is, essentially, at this particular point.
A little bit my pick.
He's already out. Yeah, sure. Ah, dear. It's gone folded around to the cutoff with Joe. He's got the ace-3 off. 100k to call. He's in the cutoff. He's got 6.3 mil. He's going to raise it up here, make it 200, just clicks it.
Jeez, Edward fold. First time I've seen it, I think.
Yeah, he's thinking he
Or
might
the
be
one
busy.
I can remember.
He's busy on his phone, I think. Jing picks up the natural 9, the queen 9 in the small blind. He's going to put that in the bin as well. So it's round 2.
Is that Matty?
Yes, it is. It's Matty Ginn. He's got the king 4. He's almost
gonna
certainly going to defend here.
2 million exactly.
It's just another heads-up battle here. King 4 versus the ace-3. The suits are covered on both. Here comes the flop down to dirty. It comes 6-9, queen. No help to either.
Yuck.
Ace-3 off is still miles out in front. 71% favourite. Matty's going to check his option.
One of these first to bet wins it.
Comes around to Joe. He's going to almost certainly bet this out because he raised pre-flop. He's just going to continue bet. And
The bet fold.
Matty almost certainly is going to just fold, and that's all she wrote.
Oh,
No, he's going to go the other way around, trick it up a little bit, check it, check. Turn card comes that repeat 9.
Still doesn't help anyone.
About as boring as a poker hand you could possibly imagine. Heads up here. King 4 versus the ace-3, just 6-9, queen 9 is the board. Gone check, 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 check.
Imagine they go check, check it all the way to the end now.
I don't know, I think Joe might have a stab here actually with ace high. I would be.
Well, we know you would be.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably the right play. So, nobody's shown any aggression here.
No,
Okay,
here we go.
check, check,
Check,
check,
check.
check. Yeah, sure. And the well, I tell you what, if he doesn't have a bet now, you know what I mean? And the funny thing is, actually, it's
I think
nut. If you think
it
about it,
is.
it's nut no pair versus second nut no
Yeah.
pair, right?
If there's a small bet, there's a definite chance of a call here.
I totally agree. It's nut no pair versus second
At
nut no
some
pair.
point, if you've got a queen or a 9, you're having a bet through this hand. Check, check. There you go.
Check, check. He's going to show him the ace. Joey takes down another one there.
What an exciting poker hand that was.
Look at the VPip here. Have a look at Edwin. 47%. Yeah, he's getting closer to my numbers. I like that.
He's
Really
got,
good.
a bit to go, though. He's got a bit to go.
He's got to really up his game a little bit. He needs to be in that high 70s if he wants to try and catch me. Anyway, Joey just picks up that pot. He's got 6.66 million. Edwin with 99,300,000. We are 6-handed here out of 87 entries. 234,900 in the prize pool. $70,000 up top. 47,000 for second. And we've got a lot of game on our hands here, Berkey. What do you think?
This is a tough one. I mean, now that my other pick's out, I've got to take a new one. And I'm not taking Edwin now just because he's got the biggest stack, but I love the aggression shown. I love watching exciting poker. People that love putting people under the pump.
Yeah.
It makes great TV.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
And here we go. Joe here and the hijack with the ace queen. Folds round to the dealer button with 5-6 and Jing. He may elect to see this
He
on
will.
the button. These
He
little
just-
suited
Yeah,
connectors
he
on the
loves that
button.
hand. You see that? I mean, he's only got
Yeah.
1.6 million. He decides to call, an eighth of his stack with the 6-5 suited. He just likes a suited connector.
And Chad with the Jack 10 suited makes the call in the big blind.
Yeah, have a look at Chad here for a second. Three-way action. He's called. Flop comes 10 deuce deuce. Chad miles out in front there with 10s and deuces.
Thank you, Varun. I will try to do as best I can. Oh, and straight.
He's going to lead out here.
Yeah.
Joe's going to fold almost certainly. He might float. I don't know. He's got ace queen here. Did show some strength pre. He could potentially float
It's
here. He's got a
definitely-
big enough stack to do it.
It's not a bad float. I mean,
I can tell you that Mr. Zhao's gone straight in the bin. I can tell you that now before the action's even got to him. He won't be continuing on this flop very often. Joe here just contemplating floating, but
Nah,
like I said, he's
fold.
going to put it in the
There
bin.
we
It's
go,
going to
fold,
bin,
fold.
bin. That's all she wrote.
I feel like there's a bit of TV time here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, CK.
Get myself. Oh, yeah, good.
Mr. CK Lifetime in the chat. Speaking of CK Lifetime, did you hear about the story where he bought me and Annie a birthday present?
One of the best stories I think I've ever heard, actually, to be honest. It's probably worthy of putting it on the commentary when we've got some downtime. It's such a nice gesture that couldn't have turned out more putrid, as a result.
Well, he gets the nickname CK Lifetime because he makes so many lifetime decisions that just you'll remember forever.
Yeah, right.
Just absolute
Memories.
Memories.
Memories. Anyway, we're back here on a 25-minute delay here at the Bella Vista Hotel. If you haven't been to this venue before, get in the car, come straight down. This is the place to be. They've got 150 car spots on site, plus an overflow car park of about 500. Park there for free all day. We've got the poker going all the way until Monday, the 4th of August. Get back to the action here just real quick. Edwin here with the Jack 10, the same suits too as the previous hand.
And Chad just likes to call with the nines.
Chad here with a four-side, 9-9. He's got a call there. Kent has got one of his outs though, with the ace-9. He's in the big blind. It's only going to cost him 125 more to call.
Yep. I likes to see the flop.
We're three-way action here. Pot 775k. Hand number 19, 50, 100 blinds. Here comes the flop, I should say. 5, 4, 7. Two spades
Overpair to
down.
the board for Chad. Edwin with the flush draw. I think we can imagine seeing a bit of fireworks here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chad going to come out, make a bet.
So Chad with the overpair to the board here is going to bet out. Looks like 425k. Kenta's going to fold for sure. He's got no part of that, nor should he. He's going to put that straight in the bed. And Edwin here with the flush draw and
now he loves his draws, Edwin's.
He does.
Now, does he elect to just flat, or does he show some more aggression here and put the raise in?
I think you're flat here.
Oh, I think I'd usually flat, but I've
Chad's
seen
too
some...
deep. Chad's a bit too deep here. I think he just flat here, peel one off. He's got the two overcards to the board plus the flush draw. He's in a pretty good spot. But, what would I know? He's most likely going to just jam his stack in. But anyway, he decides here just to flat like I thought he would. Here comes the turn. Jacob Farrell, I think, in the dealer box. Here comes just a 10. Yeah, just add a few more to your outs. Why don't you? Edwin just picks up the 10 on the turn. Chad's 9s goes down to 3% equity. One of those 9s were folded earlier by Kenta, who had the ace-9. So
can't imagine Edwin would just let this go.
And actually, I think he's got no outs. I think he's got 0% because I think, and I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
I remember an
ace-9. Had ace-9. I think it might have been the 9 of spades. Anyway, it doesn't make a difference. The 9 of spades did not come down. Chad here.
It was the 9 of spades. Yes, it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Anyway, Chad here, first to act here. He's got the underpair to the turn in the river here. But the flush draw has missed here, so there's a possibility of him thinking his 9s might be good here, just in case Edwin was on that flush draw. Let's just have a quick look here. He's going to come out pretty strong. 400, just short of it, something like that. No, that's 400, a little bit more. Looks pretty close to 500.
620.
520. Very good. Edwin here.
One of these days I'll get one of these right.
Yeah, you will.
Yep.
Anyway, back round to Edwin here, who's got second best pair, third best kicker. Let's see what happens. I think he just futs this and shows over the Jack 10, and that's all she wrote. Just add a little bit more to his overwhelming chip lead.
That's all he needs, more chips. Yep, there we go. Lex to make the call. Oh, wait.
No, he's popped him to 1.5 mil, yeah, sure. Chad now just in an absolute world of hurt here with his pocket 9s. He's going to put these straight in the bin. That's over. He's never, ever risking 980k here, I'd imagine, with the pocket 9s. Well, the funny thing about it, I was just thinking,
if he thinks he's missed the flush draw.
Yeah, true. Well, I'll tell you something. If you'd seen the telecast before about Edwin making these moves, on the river like he did before against Matty Jim with a king 8, then Chad could potentially find a click call here, thinking Edward might be making a play against him. But I'm not sure if he wants to gamble
Hold on a
this.
second, he's...
No, I reckon he's putting this in the bin personally, but I don't know. It's a tough one. It's 980k into a pot worth 3.6 mil. He's probably getting his odds to call, but I mean, he's staring down his opponent. He's gone straight into the tank here for a little bit. Would leave him with about 2.8 mil, and he
Time bank.
he's chucked in just the time
bank,
back.
yeah.
Jeez, what's that confusing? I turned to the left here to have a look at Jamie Hall
you
for
saw
1
something
second,
coming in.
and then the next thing I look back at the screen, there's a chip being thrown in. It just caught me by surprise, you know. Anyway, so 980 to call here. Chad, like I said, in the grinder, he's peeling those cards back pretty deep too, just quietly.
I think he's going to find the call here. What do you reckon he puts him on?
I don't know, man. I don't think he calls. Man.
Ace Jack of Spades? Ace anything of spades? Miss Flush Draw? Miss Straight Draw? I don't know. What do you think's going through his head here?
I'm thinking he's thinking how many more time banks have I got? He's just thrown in 3 in this particular hand. He's gone real deep into the time banks here. He's running the old Ralph Lauren look too there with the jumper tucked around his neck. You know, like that look.
And the more time banks he's using, the more comfortable Edwin feels at this.
Look at this. He's looking at another one. Yep, chuck another one in. Why don't you? I think that's 4 already in this particular hand. 30-second time banks, obviously. So he's approaching minute and a half. Minute 40 now. Just rubbing his hands together here. He's just trying to figure out the math. Is it worthy of a call?
He's put him right into the tank, Edwin.
And he does decide to put it in the bin here. That's a great fold here by Chad too. Used up 4 of those time banks to make that fold, but it was the correct one.
He did not like the fold either. Yeah, that's pain.
Anyway, I think that clocks Edwin over the 10 million mark, so he's 8 figures now, I think, I'm pretty
11.
sure.
There we
11,
go.
yeah, sure. I think it's like 10.7 or something. Yeah, that's about right, 10.8.
Oh,
He's got 41% of the chips in play.
Yeah.
Closely followed by Joe there with 6.5 million, Chad there with 3.7. That would have crippled him if he decided to make that call there with pocket 9. So I think it's probably an EV decision to lay that hand down. Zach there says the main question is, did he try his best?
I'm not sure about that.
I think in that particular situation, absolutely he tried his best there. He absolutely tried his best. That's okay. He lost. But he lost the minimum.
Tried his best, lost.
That's all right.
Yeah. Tell me.
Edwin with the unusual throw in the bin.
He's found a hand he can actually pitch, which is unbelievable. Jing there with the Dolly Parton in the bin. Matty Jin, one of my favourites too, just quietly the King 9 suited. He's walked to the Chad, he's got the Ace 3 suited. Chad just lost the last hand. Not too much damage though.
These are definitely hands on in the cutoff you can be raising. These Ace low card suiteds.
Well, he's on the dealer button actually because Matty Jin's in the cutoff with the King 9. He's popped it up to 200.
And I may want to read these decals again.
Just
Jeez, it's been a long day.
It has been a long day. You got in super early too, and
the red eye.
Red eye this morning for Melbourne. Yeah, brutal. Anyway, back to Kenta here. It's 150 to call. He's got the Ace 10. He actually has found the best hand so far.
Finds the jam.
Finding some cards, so he just jams it in for 1.5. Joe just in the bin with the 85. Random Matty Gin and Tonic. He's putting that in the bin, and Chad says I've had enough of the Ace 3 too. So that's all she wrote. Kenta Ito just picks up those extra chips there. High fives getting thrown around in the background.
There's Michael in the chat. There's no bluffs in that spot. Maybe 8-6. Appreciate that, Michael. I do love the help in hand analysis, as we are definitely feel like sometimes out of my range with some of these.
Sure.
But we still give our best.
Yeah, we try. Yeah, exactly right. We do try our best. We try to keep it entertaining. We're not, poker savants like some of the people that would be playing at this level buy-in. So any help in the commentary, especially in the chat, to help us with the commentary, we take on all that feedback, and we like to hear from you. So if you've got any comments, just leave them in there. We are just trying our best to entertain you guys until we bring pros. Harvey Silva on Wednesday, taking over from yours truly and Herky.
Matty Gin, Ace 4 suited in the bin.
Yeah, in the bin. Kenta folds as well. Round to Joe here with the ace-8. Tell you what, the ace-8's come out a few times, hasn't it? I reckon it might have come out at least. I don't know how many hands we played. We played 21 hands. I reckon it would have come out at least 7, I'd imagine. A third of the time an ace-8's been in the hand. Anyway, he's going to elect a call from the small blind with his ace-8. Edwin here in the big blinds picked up King Queen. And he's going to raise it up and make it 325k to go. Round to Joey. He's electing to defend here with his ace-8 after
Blind versus
limping
blind.
in. Blind v blind, heads up. Here comes the flop, just an 8 straight in the door, but so is a queen. Yeah, so Edwin just miles out in front again. He's actually also picked up the backdoor diamonds draw and the straight draw for giggles. And Edwin here with top pair, second best kicker. He's got a commanding position in this hand. He's an 82% favourite. Joey there has bottom pair with the ace kicker. And Edwin's got a C-bet here. He's gone check, C-bet.
He loves to C-bet, Edwin. I'd love to see his C-betting range too.
Yeah, I'd agree, yeah. And have a look at this, Joey's going to come along here and see if he can spike one of those 8s or an ace.
Well, you can't fold a pair on the flop.
No, you can't. Not
Blind
heads up.
versus blind, especially blind versus blind.
Here comes the river, the 6 of diamonds. No help to Joe and huge help to Edwin just in case. Joey's going to
Just
check
a bit
it.
more equity in the hand.
Why not,
Yeah,
mate? He's gone all the way up to 92% now. These are the hands that I like to lose with, the 92% equities, to exactly these hands, the Joe Sandev's 8 percenters.
Well, I feel like I'm the Edwin getting it in and then getting called by the Joeys and just the offsuit
Sure.
offsuit ace.
Why not?
Yeah. Not Edwin. He just loves getting the money in the middle. Throwing another bet out there.
This bet will almost certainly get this hand over and done with. I think he's bet
Surely.
700, is it?
750. Surely should get it done.
750,
I don't
Joe.
see Joe continuing on with this. It was worth seeing a. It was worth seeing a bet on the flop, but that turn card doesn't give him any help.
So here we go. We got Joey here looking at a 750k call here. With third best pair, no diamond. He's going to put it in the bin. A little bit upset there too. The cards came up a little bit. Straight to the phone. Thinking, I can't believe this guy's got to get in. Shows him too, just quietly. Right at the end, he just shows him. I can't tell which card he showed him, but either of the two cards were good. Either the King of Diamonds or the Queen of Hearts. Both were good in that particular spot, so... Bit of a smile out of Joe.
When you're playing, do you rather someone show none? Because I feel like one is just a real tease. I'd rather someone show me 2 cards or no cards. I just don't want to see it.
I think any information is good. I actually kind of like the sadist approach, you know, just show me one, you know, so it's got to bother me for the rest of the night. I kind of like that. It's kind of like a bit of a tease.
Don't you like when you pull off a good bluff and you just show like the offsuit too that has no relevance?
No
to the
relevance
hand?
whatsoever, yeah. One of my all-time favourites.
Matty Gin here with the Queen Jack under the gun, offsuit.
1.7 million. He's going to put that in the bin because of his stack here. Just not strong enough to go with considering the blinds. Chad's going to fold the Nintendo 64. Kenta in the bin with a 6-3. Round to Joe. He's picked up the ace 5 off on the dealer button. I think it's almost certain that he's going to come in for a raise for 200, which he does. 10-3 folds round a jing in the big blind. He might just elect a call here, which is very likely what he's going to do. He will, and we're heads up again to the flop. So it's 9-4 versus the ace-5. Joe out in front at the moment. The flop comes down 10-9-8. And if you don't mind, Jing just hits that 9-ball. Great position for him here in this blind battle. He's going to check it, see what Joey does, see if he's going to continue here. Joe might check this back here. Yeah, he does too. Great play. Here comes the turn down and dirty. It's the repeat 9. Yeah, if you don't mind, Jing just, real tricked it up here. He's just picked up 3 of a kind on the turn, those 9s. Might try and check this one more time, I reckon. I don't know. I don't think he's going to just jam it or
Way
make
too
a bet
strong
here.
if he just bets here. Way too strong.
I think he just checks and see if he can get something out of Joe.
Or hear me out. We're wrong again. Oh no, he was reaching for the chips.
I think he's just bet
I
at
did.
200.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just clicked
Just
it back.
gets the fold. Yeah.
I think in that
Super
particular
strong bet.
Yeah, I think in that particular spot, me personally, I mean, I just check that back and see if Joe's going to fire another bullet, another barrel, I should say, after he's barreled the flop with a C-bet. So
Nothing wrong with taking down pots though.
sorry.
Nothing wrong with taking down pots.
Actually, he didn't actually fire the flop, did he? He just checked. He just went check, didn't he? Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe my analysis there is probably wrong. Maybe it's worth having a bet on the turn there and just taking it down. If Joe hasn't shown any aggression on the flop, then I can't imagine he's going to show any aggression on the turn when the repeat 9 comes down. So perfectly fine there, I think. Now, just talk about, whilst the cards are in the air here, I will say this. There is, let's just have a look here, 41 entries into the PLO high roller.
Beautiful.
If you don't mind, have a look at that. 82,000 in the prize pool. $60,000 was put up for grabs by Tony as a guarantee.
And yet again.
And we've crushed that by another third on top. Why not? Cantor here. Talk about a third on top. He's got pocket 10s here in the hijack. He's raised it up and made it 200K. Joe Santev's got a fold. Edwin folds. Sing with the ace 4. He's going to put it in the bin. Matty
here we
Gin Tonic, if you don't mind. Picks up the hand that you got to go with here. It's just an absolute no-brainer.
He's only got 15 big blinds. It's already been raised.
So I think he's just going to Hollywood for a little bit here and probably just jam it back in his face. All the plays, every single option's good enough, but this is an all-in
all
snap.
in, and I feel like it's going to be a...
Kentor's probably not going to...
Yep, there it is.
There it is. So it's standard race here, ace-queen versus the 10s. I mean, I've seen Kentor...
All right, which one? Well, you've got to take Matty Gin, don't you?
I do, because he was my pick of the yard.
Yeah,
There's no favouritism, but he was my pick of the yard.
I've got Kenta then. Can the 10s hold?
I can just an ace ball on the flop or something. No, it's not. A couple of 8s and a 6. Kent's still miles out in front, 73% equity. Here comes the turn.
There's a spade draw. There's a spade draw for Matty.
Matty just picks up spades draw plus the 2 overs. He needs an ace, queen, or a spade, and the jack of diamonds is not going to get there. Matty Gin eliminated. He's out in
Well
fifth.
played, Matty.
6, I should say. And we're down to 5.
So of our 2 picks, how did we do?
Last and second last. Can't make it up. Yeah, you can't make that story up. Yeah. But he tried his best. And
He tried his best.
That's all you can ask for.
Well played, Matty Gin. Very classy.
Very classy guy.
player. Love having him round.
So anyway, we are down to 5.
And that is a money jump.
That is a money jump. That is correct.
But I've just lost where it is.
No, it's okay. I've got your back, Berkey. That's what we're
Thank
here
you.
for.
Yep.
So Matty Jim was out, paid 12,900. Fifth place finish here is 16,600. For fourth, it's 22,500. 31,800 for third. 47,000 for number 2. For number 2, thinking about mixed games. For Pat number 2 is 47,000, and for first prize it's 70,000. Big ones. Here's Kenta with a 5-4 under the gun. He's going to put that in the bin.
Sure.
He's just won the last hand. He's going to go straight on the phone. Joe Sandy, he's going to put that in the bin. Comes around to Edwin, who's picked up the Daniel Negreanu, the 10-7 off. Raise it up, makes it 225.
Throw the raise in, if you don't mind. Geez, Jing just gave him a little bit of a look there, didn't he?
He did give him a look there. Jing there with the 8-3. Comes around to Chad here. Now, Chad outside of those kings that got cracked and the 9s that he made a great laydown here, I haven't seen much of him.
I haven't seen.
Just like a statue in the thing, but don't worry about not seeing much of him here. Have a look at this for an action flop. Both flop top pair here. Chad's actually got top pair with a better kicker, but Edwin has picked up that top pair with a gut shot.
And Edwin does love his draws here.
He does love his draws. Let's see
But
how
the way
cards
he's running, you wouldn't be surprised just to see that offsuit 9 on the turn.
So Edwin here just bets out 150k, and Chad's going to snap it off. Down to the turn we are, no 9. And the 8 ball is actually a great card for Chad.
Yeah.
Chad's going to check it, snap it. I think Edwin's going to continue here. I mean, he's showing strength on the flop, so I'd imagine he's probably going to continue here.
Who's speaking?
Yeah. That's a good point. Who's speaking here? Round to Edwin, he takes check. The river brings in the spade draw plus.
I think that may actually save Edwin a bit, that river. Oh, check.
This is great for Chad, though, because it's most likely going to go check, and Chad's going to take down the pot.
Is it? I'm never convinced with Edwin. Ever. And look, all the draws get in there, and Edwin might think, maybe I can represent this again.
No, I think Chad's going to see straight through this play.
No,
I reckon he snaps this off. I'm being dead serious. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I reckon this gets snapped off. I don't even think he tanks for a second. Like, even for 500k here, I reckon he's making a decision here within one time bank. Yeah? Because he used up 4 in a couple of hands before. I reckon he's got the 30 seconds before the time goes in. Yeah. I reckon he throws one time bank out and then he calls. That's my guess.
The pain's still there.
Wow,
Just
unbelievable.
Edwin, man, mate, he's putting the pressure on this table.
That's insane in my opinion there. I mean, I might have to talk to Chad about this after the hand. I don't quite understand how you don't call there. I think you just have to call
You have
there.
to call there,
I just
don't you?
don't quite get that play. But look, I mean, big money up here. He has made this lay down here, but I wasn't expecting that whatsoever. And Edward getting away with absolute murder.
It's incredible, isn't it?
I mean, his name's Edwin. You know what I mean? Like, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to win it. Yeah?
Yeah.
And
Well, I
Edwin-
mean, he's actually going for it. He's, what, just short of 12 million now? And the
Yeah.
next biggest stack's 5.5. Like
crazy.
he's double chip stacks over second at the moment.
He's gone hammer and tong, but there we go, Chad. Anyway, why not?
Edwin, just
Edwin.
the ace-jack.
I'm going to call him Mr. Win.
Mr. Win.
Yeah, Edwin, must win.
Must
Mr.
win.
Win. Why not?
Oh,
Mr. Win here just picks up.
Edwin and Chad going at it again.
Yeah, so Mr. Win here just picks up the ace-jack suited here. He's going to
Versus
raise up to
ace-jack
225 versus ace-jack. It's just a battle of suits here, essentially. They both got the same hand. The flop just piece of it for both of them, actually. Crazy.
Both
So
just waiting on the back doors.
Exactly 50-50 here in this hand. You don't see that actually very often in an exact flip. An
exact flip,
Yeah, an
yeah.
exact flip, 50-50 on the flop. But it is at this particular stage. They've got the
Edward
same hand, same draw.
Edward so far has had it over Chad in this final table, but Chad, I don't think.
Look at Chad here. I
Yeah,
love this.
yeah.
So Edwin's had about
Beautiful.
I love it. He's got a bet out, and Chad's just had just about enough of it. Here comes the turn down and dirty. It's the king
And
of spades.
we're going to be chopping this pot.
Yeah, we're going to be chopping this very likely,
if
unless
it's-
somebody can bet him off it.
yeah.
And
That's
Edward,
the only way.
Mr. Win could do this. Let's be honest. He could actually bet it out here and get Chad off the hand here. He's going to check it. Now, this would be huge from Chad. I'd love to see it bet here. He's gone check. Here comes the river. It comes the 6 of hearts. Back round to Chad. First to act here. I love this play. This
Yep.
is huge. Lovely.
He's trying to get back on the front foot
Yeah,
because
this
there
is
is a personal
fantastic.
battle going on between these two.
I think, in my opinion, here with this bet here, he's redeemed himself for the
Yep.
for the fold. The other guy's given it the nod. Edwin, I think that was a nod there. 660k to call. Pulling the old Unibomber move, putting his hoodie all the way down. Hand on cheek and mouth. Great. I love this by Chad. Unreal, to be honest. Huge fan. Putting the pressure back on Mr. Win for probably the first time, I reckon, in at
Yeah.
least an hour and a half. Somebody's
Yeah.
put some pressure on, and that gets it done
Yep.
too. Really good. I might clap that in later
Yep.
on.
Definitely going to clap that one in.
Really good, Chad. I really like that. You've redeemed yourself from that call that I think you should have made last hand, but what would I know? I just commentate here and help run the show for Tony Hashem. So really good stuff there by Chad. And just a little bit of an increase in his chip stack there.
But the Win's still got the biggest stack by far.
Here comes Jacob into the hot seat, just chucking the headset on.
Welcome back.
Gee.
Good luck. Thank you.
All right. Under the gun, Edwin with a 5/8 suited. Look at this, 5/8 suited. Under the gun,
7 raised.
comes straight out, raises up, 250. Blinds are up, 600, 120 with a 120,000 big blind. Edwin under the gun, 8/5 suited, raises to 250,000. Folds around to Joe with the king queen off in the big blind. I imagine he'll be peeling this one off for sure. And we are going to see a flop, king queen versus 5/8. Edwin in position. Just an under the gun raise with 5/8 suited. 6-3 deuce.
Picks up a gut shot here, Mr. Win.
And we get the check here from Joe. I imagine we'd see a bet here from Edwin. Loves to put chips in the middle.
If he's going to raise pre-flop with that particular hand, I mean, it's a no-brainer. You're going to have to...
Throws the 250, and I imagine that will get the job done.
I don't know. I don't think Joe believes him, to be honest. I think Joe's had just about enough of Mr. Win battling every single pot and playing so aggressively. I think Joe might decide to stand his ground here, which he does. Look at this. I love this float here by Joe. This is good poker. This is really good poker. Joe just sensing out some rubbish here, and here comes the turn, and just Edwin, if you don't mind, just decides to hit the 5 on the turn. But it does bring in that flush draw with the 2 overs for Joe. So he has picked up some equity, 33.67.
Definitely not dead here. He may still think, though, that he's 2 overs if they hit a good as well. So you not only have the diamond draw, but any king and any queen can still be good in this spot.
100%. There's no doubts about that. It does bring in that 4-liner to the straight, though, to be honest. But
oh, look at this. He's just got to bet out to it.
Yeah, this is huge by Joe. I love this. This is phenomenal poker by Joe. I really like this. He smelt some weakness. He's decided to float the flop here. He's put the max pressure on the turn now that he's picked up that draw.
Do you reckon they're on to Edwin at the moment? Seems like a few of them are starting to push back a bit to some of his...
Yeah, sure, maybe that could happen. Yeah, I think they probably had a look at a couple of bluffs maybe during the, gone off stream and had a quick look at some hands that have happened, 25 minutes, half an hour ago. Yeah, really good there by Joe. That's excellent poker. And that will get the job done. That's really, really good.
That float on the flop and then just the...
Yeah, he smelled something that was wrong there, and he's done a good job to pick up a healthy little pot there. So 11 million for Edwin. Joe just goes straight up to 6 million now. So got a bit of a battle on our hands. Anybody can win this. So talking about some other games that we've got going in the background, there is 56 minutes left in the PLO, which is on today, which is a $2,200 PLO high roller. We've got 42 entries into it with at least 56 minutes worth of late registration, finishing at 9 o'clock. They're on level 8 at the moment. It is a 2-day event, but we'll be playing this table down until the final 6. If we can get there. We do have restrictions on the venue. Hard closes at 2, so we'll play out as many levels as we possibly can until 2 o'clock. Or if we reach the final table, they'll bag and tag and come back tomorrow. Anyway, it's been folded around to Joe, who just outplayed, to be honest, Edwin in the last hand in the small blind with Jack 4 of diamonds.
They're starting to get starting to even out the field about with the hands.
Sure. Edwin here picks up the king deuce off.
I still don't think it's going to stop Edwin from being hyper aggressive.
Yeah, I agree.
He's lost a couple of hands, but he didn't lose a great amount of chips in those hands.
He did not, that's true.
Jack 4 suited versus king deuce off. Joe and Edward to the flop. Flops 377. Absolutely no help to either of them.
No help.
No. Get the check from Joe. And
Joey's just got to check here in the small blind. Go check on the flop, and here comes the turn. Here comes a queen. It doesn't help anyone. Edwin's still out in front there with king high.
Monkey, I'm going to love and leave you for 5 minutes. I got some work I've got to go take care of really quick.
Hold on with that. 1 second.
1 second?
Yeah, just you hold the fort for a second.
I hold the fort for a sec. Okay, I guess I'm holding the fort down for a second. And we get a 10 on the river, which absolutely helps neither player. I imagine this goes check, and Edwin takes it down with the king high. But yet again, I have been wrong before. Yep, check. Show him over. Edwin with the king high will take this one down. Back to 11 million for Edwin. Joe sitting at 5.9 million. Kenta at 3.9. Chad at 3.7. And Jing with 1.6. 13 big blinds. We are 5-handed here at the Bella Vista Hotel. The Vault final table with 234,900 in the prize pool. It has been a great battle Edwin with the hyper-aggressive play. Joe has made some great plays left and right. Chad hasn't really picked up many hands, hasn't played many, but still has a very, very healthy stack. And Kent and Jing. Very, very good final table. These guys all going very well. Chad under the gun. Imagine that just goes straight away. Kenta has been very card dead recently. He found one hand a while ago. Ace 10 jammed pre-flop and just picked up the blinds and hasn't had much since. Joe on the button with the pocket twos. I imagine we'd see a click here. Yes, we get the raise from Joe with the pocket twos. Edwin in the small blind with king 8 folds to Jing with a deuce 4, which I imagine this will get through. We're on hand 28 of this final table. Came to the final table with 7. Our min cash out from this point is 16,600. Still anyone's game, but Edwin in a commanding lead at the moment. Can he keep up the momentum? Alright, Kenta under the gun with Queen 10 offsuit. Best hand he's seen in a while. Does he want to get fancy with it? No, straight in the bin. It's all right, didn't need it. Joe in the cutoff, king 5 off, throws it away. Edwin, queen 9 of diamonds on the button. I imagine we will definitely see a raise here from Edwin. He loves these suited hands, these suited connectors of some sort. Jing with a 10-4 off, and Chad in the big blind, I imagine will defend. Chad and Edwin had a lot of great hands recently, going back and forth. And I imagine neither of them want to back down from these flops. Ace 10 ace. Very interesting dynamic for this hand. Chad out of position here. It's very, very hard to bet into your opponent who has raised, even if it is on the button with a widened range. We do get the check from Chad. Edwin decides to bet out 175,000. Very nice bet. Gets Chad to fold, and Edwin takes down another one. Takes him just over 11 million. Aggression frequency, Edwin, 66% aggression frequency. And if you have been watching, you definitely have seen it. He loves getting in on his draws, semi-bluffing, bluffing on rivers. It's been great poker from Edwin. But Edwin and Chad have had a little bit of a going back and forth heads-up play with these two. It's been great to watch. I think Edwin just coming out slightly ahead at the moment, but I'm not having Chad backing out of it just yet. Joe under the gun with the Queen 4 suited. Folds it over to Edwin. Pocket 7s for Edwin. We know we're going to see some action out of him for that one. Raises it up to 250. Queen 8 from Jing. Been relatively quiet with a short stack. I imagine we'll see something from him eventually. Is he going to take a stand now? Blinds did go up to 60, 120, 120, and he is sitting with 1.3 million. So just over 10 big blinds. He could elect to put this in here, knowing that Edwin is raising with a vast amount of hands, but no, decides to put it in the bin. Over to Chad with the 6 deuce. I imagine this will be going as well. And Kenta, king 5. Does he elect to defend? He does elect to defend. So we're going to go king 5 off versus Edwin's 7s. Straight to a flop. With ace jack 3, 2 diamonds. Kenta quickly checks. Edwin. I imagine we'll see a C-bet from Edwin. As most pre-flop aggression, any ace and high cards on the board favours your range. Does elect to throw out a bet. 210,000. I can't see Kenta continuing on here, as he does have not much there. He doesn't. Folds. Edwin picks up another small pot. All these small pots, they definitely keep adding up. Over. He's just picking up 400,000 here, 500,000 there, and suddenly he's 12 million chips, almost double, just under double of Joe, who's second chip leader here. And with these blinds going up to 120,000, we've got Jing, who's just got over 10 blinds, so 10.5, I'd imagine. 10.5 big blinds. He may want to think about making a move sooner rather than later, because being 5-handed, you obviously see less hands per round. So you've got to start opening your range up a bit. Edwin under the gun with the Queen 10 off. And if anything's to go by, he's going to throw a raise under the gun with a couple of Broadway cards. Does elect to raise up to 250. Jing folds.
3 fold. 4 fold.
Just waiting for the captions to catch up, as I have no idea what's going on. Oh, there we go, and we're back. Folds around to Joe in the big blind with Queen 8 off. Assuming he will elect yes. Defend his big blind. Queen 10 versus Queen 8. Edwin in a commanding lead here with a 9 deuce 5 flop, 2 clubs. Joe with the backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draws. Edwin ahead, 88% to 12. I definitely see a check bet happening. I'd love to see Edwin's C-betting range to be extremely high, but rather effective because he keeps getting these ones through. Picks up another 400,000 for his troubles. Edwin just piling the pressure on. And not much anyone else can do with it. There's not many hands being picked up recently. The card distribution seems to be all over the shop. But I imagine Jing is sitting there waiting patiently for a hand that he can get it in. Under the gun, just folds again with the 7-8 off. Chad with the 10-5 off. Likes to fold in the cutoff. We've got Kenta on the button with the 8-5 suited. 3.5.
Sorry about that, Berkey. Just had to duck out there for a second.
Oh, yeah. You do what you need to, Monkey. I've got this.
Good man. Kenta here with the 8-5 of diamonds here on the button. Deciding to raise it up here. It looks like 240. Just structure popping it here on the button with the 8-5 of diamonds. He's played great, Kenta, all night. Solid player too, just quietly. The action on Joe, he's picked up the 9-10 suited. He's elected to call.
And here we go. I see a suited hand, I see a call.
Yeah, why not? And Edwin, I think, is going to come along as well. So all of them, I should say, have a different suit. So it's really a battle of the suits. Nobody's got a decent hand here, maybe except with the exception of Joe. He's got the 10-9. He's out in front, 54% equity here. Here comes the flop. Comes 2 spades too, so Joe Miles out in front there. Picks up a flush draw, straight draw, and has the best hand pre. 81% equity here, sure. Joey might come out here for a bet, I'd imagine. No, he's going to check. Round to Kenta here. I mean, I don't know if he can even put out a C-bet here. I mean, the hand's so dead, it's crazy.
Yeah.
He's going to check it as well. Here comes the turn.
Not much you can do there with those hands. Oh, yeah, sure.
Just the turn brings in the spades for Joe. He's just got the flush there with the flush, I should say, with the...
Kenta turns the open-ender, but absolutely dead open-ender.
Sure. So Joey just picks up the flush there, check mark next to his name. He's got actually the gut shot straight flush draw too with the 8 of spades if it was to come in. Joe here in the small blind. Cannot lose this hand, as you can see by the check mark next to his name. He's just going to come out and bet like 425, it kind of looks like. Half pot.
Like this just goes fold.
And that's just
a lot of middling
fold.
hands they're getting in with. But to be honest, we haven't actually seen many big hands. Like
Sure.
your ace queens, your ace jacks. There's not been many of them. People are starting to get fancy with 8-5 suiteds and 9-10 suiteds because
Sure.
the card distribution is all over the shop.
Yeah, sure. But you know what that means, though? The variance will actually end up sort of balancing itself out
Yep.
at some point. So you've got to
We're
see a
gonna
cooler.
see- we're
There's got
gonna
to be a
see-
cooler
yeah.
or maybe a list of coolers,
not
one
a-
after another.
It's not a final table without a few coolers.
You
is
have
it?
to have a cooler. Or we could just swap out Jacob for the actual cooler tuna back in Melbourne.
Oh, mate.
If you get tuna in the seat dealing the cards, this would be over in 25 minutes.
Tell you what,
I've
I've been
every dollar gone on it.
watching poker for 20 years. There's no one that deals more coolers than Big Tuna. He's
just
absolute
expert
goat.
level. He's absolute expert level. Here comes Chad here, though, under the gun. He's got King Jack of clubs. He's got 3.3 million to his stack. It's 120 to call the blinds here. He's going to come out for a raise, I would imagine. Probably just structure pop it, which is what he does. 240 is it, or 250? He's just made it there. 250. Round the Kento, he picks up the suited ace, ace-7 of diamonds.
Don't imagine he's going anywhere.
I can't imagine. He's going to have a quick sneak peek over at Chad's stack there to see what the stacks are like. They are basically relatively even.
I'm going to have to leave you for a second. I've got to go do a few things. I shall be back soon, chat.
Cheers, Berkey. Appreciate it, dude. I'm going to hold the fort here whilst Berkey has to go off and do header floor stuff. So round to Kento, like I said before, he's picked up that ace-7 suited in the cutoff. They're basically matching stacks here. He's going to put in that 3-bet to 650 with that suited ace. Joe's going to fold it around to Zing. Have a look at it here. He's got 1.1 million. He's going absolutely nowhere here. This is a dream spot for Mr. Zhao in the big blind. Picks up the ace-king. He's just going to jam this all the way in. I can guarantee it. There comes their all-in button. And Kento looking at a 550k call here with the ace-7, which is almost certainly dominated against Jing's all-in raise here on the button. He's going to call. He's not going to like his hand too. He turns over the ace-7 of diamonds. Mr. Zhao here with the ace-king got him absolutely crushed. 65-35. Kento needs some diamonds, or he needs to find a 7 pretty quickly. And we're off to the flop with Jacob in the high chair, putting down the flop right now. So 3 cards, here we go. And the flop comes king, and just absolutely dead basically for Kento. He does pick up that backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw, but he needs one of those cards on the turn. The ace is not going to help, and that is game, set, match. Even if he was to hit the 7, it's not good enough. Aces and kings will get the job done, and Mr. Zhao up to 2.8 million. What a great spot for him there too, to pick up the ace-king in the big blind. Edwin, as you can see, 12 million, almost half the chips in play. Joe there is 6.4, Chad 3 million. Mr. Zhao just that 2.8 now, and Kento, who was kind of lingering around that $3-4 million mark, back down to 2. But like I said, there's enough chips in play, and the blinds are still decent enough where, you know, one double up and you're coming third in chips, and you can easily win. Anybody here from this particular spot can win the event from here. I think I said it before, after Adam Burke's horse in the race got busted out, and so did mine, Matty Gin and Tonic. I think if I was to choose somebody, I think I'd probably choose I don't know, probably Joey. He's been pretty solid the entire way through. I've had a good conversation with him over the last couple of days. I probably know him best out of the rest of the players. There's no favouritism, like I said, but he's a gentleman, so I'm going to go with Joey. The action goes folded round to Joey. He's picked up the Jack 4 of hearts. That's in the bin. Edwin. He's looking like he might win it. Is way out in front with the chip lead. He's got the king 8. He's raised it up to make it $250,000. It's gone fold round to Chad in the big blind. Picked up the 8-3 double down from blackjack, and he's going to put that second worst hand in the game straight in the bin. That's all she wrote. The tables you can see in the background there are the big PLO, the high roller PLO. I'm going to tell you this about the PLO. There is 39 minutes left in registration for this particular event. There are 42 entries. We've got $84,000 in the prize pool. Tony Hashem himself put up the guarantee of $60,000 in this particular event, and we've surpassed that by an extra third already, approaching even half better than that. So 42 minutes left remaining. That is a 2-day event. We'll be playing that all the way down to the final 6 tonight, or to 2 o'clock, because we have a hard close at 2. That's a venue restriction we have it at Bella Vista. Nothing we can do about that. Edwin's going to continue with his power poker play on the cutoff with a Jack-7 of diamonds. He's going to raise it up, make it $250,000. Zing's going to put that in the bin. Round to Chad, he picks up the four-side, 10-9 of hearts. I quite like this hand. He's in the small blind. It's 190 for him to be able to call. Comes around to Chad here in the small blind. Like I said, it's 190 for him to call. He elects to fold there around to Kenta. It's 130 for him to call because he's in the big blind there with the 7-6. He's got 1.8 mil. Pretty short, but like I said, it's anyone's game at this particular point. Decides to defend his big blind. Off to heads up poker. The flop comes Queen 6 here, and Kenta's actually outdrawn him here with the bottom pair. They've got Edwin's basically requiring one of those jacks with a 7. Well, the 7 actually would get there, actually, as a matter of fact, because it would be 7 and Queens with the jack kicker, but don't worry about it. Kenta's out in front at the moment, 75% favourite.
7 bets, 200.
Edwin's got a bet 200k with his Jack-7 suited. Kenta here facing a bet at 200k. He's got 1.7 left in his stack here. Pot's 880. He's got a few plays up his sleeve. You can flat call here. You can actually push it all in if you really wanted to and try and take down the pot. You could also raise, which is exactly what he's done. He's going to raise it up, make it 450 it looks like. Put the pressure back on Edwin. Can't possibly imagine he's going to float here with the Jack-7 of diamonds, so it's likely that this hand's going to go in the bin, and that's all she wrote. He does, he puts it straight in the bin there. Kenta's going to pick up that hand. So 43 entries now in that PLO high roller. I know I've been pretty heavy on the PLO high roller commentary, but 43 entries into that PLO high roller is a phenomenal effort. And if you wanted to jump in, you can still do that. You've got 36 minutes worth of late registration time to jump in there. That's 9 o'clock local. We also have the Mid-Stakes Championship Flight A out there at the moment. We've got 105 entries in that. That is going off its head. We've got $125,000 for the guarantee in that particular event. There are 5 flights for that. You start with a 40k in chip stacks. The buy-in's $300, $125,000 worth of guarantees. There's 105 entries, and late registration is open until level 9. They'll be bagging tonight after level 13, about 11:30, and they'll be coming back later in the week. Edwin again under the gun's going to raise the Jack-10, comes around to Joe, who's picked up the King-8. Joe's almost certainly going to defend here in the big blind with the King-8. As you can see, the equities here, 62-38. Joe is out in front at the moment. The flop comes 10-5 deuce. Don't worry about being out in front at the moment. Here comes Edwin. He's just picked up top pair. Third best kicker. Fourth best kicker, I should say. And all of a sudden, those equities have flipped on a dime. 87% to 13. Edwin's going to C-bet here for $250,000. I can't imagine Joe's going to continue. He just lays it straight in the muck. And Edwin's going to pick up another 430k and extend his chip lead out a little bit further. This is hand 36. We are playing the Vault, day 2, $234,900 in the prize pool. Tony Ashen put up a $200,000 guarantee for this event, and we surpassed that quite quickly. We are here at the Bella Vista Hotel in Sydney. What a venue we've got here. Adam Burke's come back with a couple of V's just to keep us going until the end of the night. Could potentially be an early one, but knowing our luck, Berkey, almost certainly not.
Our luck. Man, our luck will be to 4 in the morning.
Well, thank God they've got a hard close at 2, so we're not here till 4, but fair enough too.
Do you know, I completely forgot about that. That's actually the best news I've had all day.
Yes, well, it wasn't the greatest of news last night, I can tell you, because a couple of guys wanted to continue going and we had to call it quits, but, you know, they understand that it's not on us in that regard, so very happy that, you know, we're able to keep the players happy, which is one of the things that Tony's been trying to achieve this week. He's made some last-minute changes based on player feedback. Those changes have been warmly welcomed. And let's see how the rest of the week goes. We've got a lot of action, so if you want to find some poker or you don't know what to do during the week, go
I know
on
a place.
Huh?
I know a place.
You know a place?
Yeah.
So do I. Bella Vista Hotel, sure. If you're worried about a car park, don't even worry about it. Anyway, a 3-bet here from Joe to 850k after Chad raised it to 250,000. So the action's back on Chad here, 600,000.
Very
awkward
awkward situation here.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
It's a pretty hand without being a pretty hand.
Yeah, it's the most pretty hand. I reckon it's probably the most pretty hand without being a pretty hand, isn't it? Because you almost certainly dominated.
Broadway. If you're getting 3-bet there, you're finding a lot of what Joe has. King, queens, ace, kings. Yeah, that's just a good fold.
It's a great fold.
Yeah.
Chad's played great. I have to admit, he's played a really good game of poker.
Has been very, very solid.
Just solid. I mean, you haven't seen much of him, but when he's been battling, you know, pots that, you know, just really good pots, you know. Like
And he's made a right decision. Like, has he made a bad one yet? Oh, the 500.
The Queen 10.
Yeah, but I think that's one example out of how many good hands he's played.
Sure.
Who
So
would have 3-bet or would have flatted?
But again, what would I know, man? Like I said, I'm in the commentary box doing this with you, and
No.
he's out there playing for all the chocolates. So
yep. Well, I know where I'd rather be sitting.
in the commentary box.
100%.
Fair enough.
You knew
Good
where
on
that
you.
was going.
I knew what you were doing there. Good on you, mate. Anyway, Chad under the gun. He's picked up the king deuce of clubs.
With that Tuna Dill in the final table. Earliest finish of a shift all week.
Yeah, that's very true. Anyway, Chad's put the king deuce of clubs into the bin that's come around to Kenta. He's got the queen jack of spades. He's in the cutoff here. He's going to pop it up, make it 240. Just seems like they're playing stock standard sort of click back poker at the moment. Just min raising. Joe's going to fold. Fold comes around to Mr. Zhao, who just won a hand just before when you were out and about, which was good. It was
Oh,
ace
did he
king
finally
versus-
got it in?
Yeah, he picked up the ace king.
Do you know, he was very patient about that. He was folding hands that he probably at some point should have been jamming.
Yeah, sure.
And got rewarded for it. So well played.
Yeah, found the spot too. So he's going to defend here with the Queen 7, heavily dominated versus Kenta's Queen Jack of spades.
Oh, but sure.
Wow, yeah, if you don't mind, have a look at this
And
flop
look,
here.
similar stacks too.
Unbelievable.
So he waited patiently for the ace king, and then he's busting this out so far. Now I'm not saying he's won the hand, but he's in a definite good position to win this.
Well, top
And-
two pair versus top pair with the...
Kenta's going nowhere with top pair.
Sure, absolutely. And Kenta here is just going to lead out here. He's going to make it 175. Mr. Zhao here, flopping
do you
top two
elect to
pair,
flat
absolutely
it?
chin.
Or do you want to raise it here?
I flat here, personally. I
Top
just don't-
two. I mean,
Yeah, it just seems like a no-brainer just to flat here and see if you can,
got-
if your opponent can continue barreling into you, which he would if he just had, you know, a queen. But he's picking up some raising chips here. I think he's electing to raise here, and he's going to make it 430?
430. I'm gonna say 430.
After school pickup, 430. He has the after school pickup 430. Background to Kenta, 255 to call. I can't imagine he's going anywhere here with the Queen Jack of spades. So probably a good play here by Mr. Zhao. I mean, I play it probably differently, but that's where I get cooler in spots like this, and why these guys are so much more superior at the game than I am.
I find it hard to fold me often. I find a top pair. I'm heads up in a 5-handed game. I'm not going away too often.
Well, here we go. A bit of fireworks at the moment. We head off to the turn. Here comes the turn. It comes the 9 of hearts here. It does not help Kenta. Mr. Zhao still miles out in front here with top two pair. 87% equity.
1.5 million in the pot, and we're sitting with 1.8 and 2 million respectively.
So effective stacks essentially. They both have 2 million essentially. So they're playing for stacks here if the money does get in. Mr. Zhao here with top two pair on the flop, still continues with those two pairs on the turn. And that card's actually kind of helped Kenta a little bit, to be honest with you. So I'd imagine that Mr. Zhao here is kind of have a think about what he's going to do here to try and extract maximum value.
Maybe a check barrel. I don't know. Although he did raise. He did raise him on the flop, so he knows he's got some part of it.
He has to bet this turn, which is obviously why he's going for chips here. So he's looking down at, looks like 4-8.
I forgot there was a bet raise, so
700,000, give or take. It's about half pot, 900,000. Yeah, so just a little bit more than half pot, something like 65% there. It's back on to Kenta here, who's actually dominated in this hand. As you can see, only 13% equity. The 9 will save him. The queen will save him as well.
Can he get away from this? It's a very, very, very strong bet from Jing. It's 50% of his stack to call. I can't imagine he'd be calling here. I think there's 2 moves from Kenta, because you can't just be calling this to put it all in the river when there's a huge pot already.
Yeah, totally agree with that.
Either just get it in now or find the fold.
Totally agree with that. It's good analysis you've got there, Berkey.
Every dog has their day, mate. Broken clock's right twice a day. I can get one right once in a while.
Good on you, mate. Yeah, that's quite funny. Wow, and out of all the choices, he's actually he's elected to call.
Look,
you can't
man,
make it up.
Look, I tried my best.
So a nine here or a jack will get it done for Kenta. Otherwise, it's GG's. And here comes the river, and it comes a repeat 7. Yeah, if you don't mind, Mr. Zhao just fills up.
And I think Kenta can't get away from this now.
I think it's near impossible, personally.
Impossible.
Yeah.
$3.3 million pot. He's got 930 behind. He's got top pair and the board pairs. This is, I think this is showers for Kenta.
And he just calls the all-in turn. It comes around to Kenta here, who's in a world of hurt. I'm not going to lie. Absolutely devastating news for him. He goes to the phone there. He's now probably going to check out the payouts. No, phone straight back in the pocket. Leaning over. It's going to cost him the rest of his stack for him to call. He's got queens and 7s with the jack kicker. He's facing an all-in bet here. It's kind of funny because if he thinks he was in front on the flop and the turn after he makes the call, it's nearly impossible for him to be able to fold the river here.
He has to make the call.
Especially considering the stack that he's got left. But he's deep in the tank at the moment. I mean, this is going to sound crazy, but I reckon he's going to find the fold here.
I don't see how. Like, if you actually believe you're in front on the flop turn, like, you can't go anywhere on that river.
It's a good point. He's left with, what, 7.5 bigs, give or take.
But it was the call and the turn that confused me.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like there's only 2 moves.
Yeah.
But, no, here we are. If he finds a fold here, he's actually lost min chips.
No, he's there just called it too, and that's just showers.
Yeah.
See you later. Shows the full house. And Mr. Zhao, who's been sitting down, just patiently waiting and waiting and waiting, folding.
Back to back.
Yeah, basically. He's picked up the ace-king, got it in. And a 3-way... got into a 3-way sort of pot pre-flop and ended up...
So he was down to... What was he down to? 1.2 or 1.3 a few hands ago. He's up to 5.3. Just shows how much this game can change over a couple of hands.
Absolutely.
And Kenta will pick up 16,600 for his efforts today.
Yeah, well, he's played phenomenal, actually, Kenta. I thought he played a really good game there. I think he just got caught a little bit there in that particular hand. I mean, it's just a bit of a cooler. I mean, it's Queen 7 versus Queen Jack. He should be good there often enough, but this was one of the times where it wasn't often enough. And
it wasn't near enough.
Yeah, exactly. So time to hit the showers and maybe jump into the PLO high roller. That still has 25 minutes worth of late registration for it, so never know.
Well, he's got plenty now to buy into it.
He does. 16,600 for 5th, like you said. Good little payday for him.
And a pay jump now from that to 4th to 22,500. So a nice little, what is it,
5.9, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, 5.9.
Yeah, there we go, 5.9.
I can't even math today, man.
Yeah, this all happening. I mean, you haven't got a bed, mate. That's what happened. Anyway, round to Joe. He's picked up the four-side under the gun. He's going to put that in the bin. Round to Edwin, who's got Jack Deuce off on the button.
Here we go, another raise.
For something different, he's going to come in for a raise. He makes $250,000, and Mr. Zhao just picked up the 10s now. Here we go.
He's the heater that he wants.
Here we go. Now we're talking about a couple of hands here. He's just finding the 10s. As you can see, the payout's just there on the table. On the table, on the screen. I feel you.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hey, man, I got plenty of sleep. I got 15 minutes on the flight.
I think the people watching the stream know what we're talking about. We've been awake for a while. It's It's been a long few days, and they've been quite brutal. So I think they're going to give us a bit of a hall pass if we get our commentary slightly
Skewed.
skewed or wrong. Anyway, Mr. Zhao here's got to raise it up, make it 500. Cole,
Oh,
have a look at
jeez,
Chad.
here we
Chad
go.
just picks up the kings. Yeah, sure. Here comes the fireworks that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. The cold deck. We were talking about that 10 minutes ago.
Sure. Chad here just in the big blind with an absolute monster of monsters. He's just got 2.2 million with the kings.
Now, are you 4-betting here or are you flatting for a little trappy trap?
Look, I mean, I come in here for the... look,
Max Payne.
yeah, I think for me, I kind of just... I look at this particular spot as I'd rather just jam this all in.
It is Max Payne Monday.
Yeah.
3 raise, 1.1 million.
But, I mean, if you're a professional poker player... You know, let us know what you would do. I mean, Chad's just made it 1.1 million.
It's just an interesting one, that. Like, can you flat there just to trap? Because you know small blind's pretty strong coming that extra raise in the small blind, because you've got to have a very, very tight range in the small blind. Or is it worth 4-betting because you know you're probably going to get called here?
Yeah, but... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I look at the game slightly different. I think if Chad decides to jam there... You know, it can look like an ace-king, ace-queen suited. It could look like whatever. That's just the way that I choose to look at the game, especially where the blinds are. So he had, 20 bigs, give or take, at the start of the hand. And he could be jamming 20 bigs with ace-king, ace-queen. And therefore, it's just up to Mr. Zhao whether or not he wants to sort of gamble on a flip. You know, 10s versus ace-king, ace-queen, ace-jack suited, maybe something like that. So, yeah. I mean,
I was just about to say that. He's betting half his stack.
Yeah.
He's betting half his stack, like advertising that he's got a monster hand.
Correct. So I would have jammed there for sure.
Yep.
And I reckon he probably would have got a call out of the 10s there because it looks more like ace-king than it does look like kings,
Thank
right?
you, chat. Appreciate the help.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we came to that conclusion
Yeah,
ourselves
but
a little bit. But do you know
I
what?
like having the affirmation of a bit
Absolutely, yeah, that's-
of people who actually know what they're talking about out there.
Yeah, W's in the chats, and I completely agree with you, W. I would have done the same thing there. I would have jammed there, but yeah, I just think the 4-bet there kind of looks just so, you know, top 3, 4, 5 hands in the game, you know. So, and most of them have Kenta absolutely crushed. So, yeah, I think moving it all in there before was probably a smarter move. But look, he's got chips in front of him. He's still in the game. He's got 3.2 mil. He's got a chance at 70,000. So,
And for another change, pocket 5s from Edwin, raise. Now this is my favourite hand.
pocket 5s, yeah, sure.
The jam, I think small blind calls there, only half his stack. Yep, no, couldn't agree more.
Joe's going to follow Jack 10 round to Joe. He's got the King 7. I don't think
He's going anywhere in the big blind.
yeah,
Must
he's going
defend.
anywhere. That's correct, which is what he does. So we've just got a sort of standard hand on hand here, blind versus under the gun. So it comes queen, ace, queen. And no help to either the pocket 5s or to Joe, but the 5's still out in front at the moment.
It wouldn't be like Edwin here to c-bet, would it?
Yeah, I think you see bets here like often enough. It's kind of funny though because Joe could potentially flat here with king high. You know, I know it sounds crazy, but
No,
he could.
I don't actually see that's crazy at all. He's started to see how wide that Edwin is raising. Like he's now raising with all these low suited connectors, and
That's a
you know,
great float here too.
and king high is good a lot of the time.
Here comes the turn card. There's a little slight delay here. It looks like 4. Is it no side? 3?
Oh,
no,
it's
it comes
ace.
the ace.
Oh, here we go.
And Joe here just outdraws him.
Absolutely counterfeited to Edwin.
Those pocket 5s, as you can see, just in a world of hurt at the moment. Joe's gone to 90% there. Aces and queens with the king kicker. Pocket 5s aren't doing anything but playing as the 5th card in Edwin's hand at the moment, which is aces and queens with a 5.
That's not going to stop him.
But he's decided, you know what, forget about all of that. I'm going to keep going. It's going to be about 375k straight into Joe. Now, I can tell you this much for free. If Joe's floating this flop, he's definitely floating the turn.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you've actually improved there on the turn with the king high.
I can find out about streaming that final table of the PLO. I'd imagine we would be. I don't think we've got anything else on the broadcast.
I
for that.
will have to look at the roster, but I dare say yes, we would be.
No, I mean, they're coming back at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I don't think we've got any other streaming on. But yes, most likely that we'll be streaming that final table like we did today. I will have the head of floor here, Adam Burke, go and check with Matty Marshall from the RFID team and find out.
Actually, give me 2 seconds. I'll go do that now.
There we go. Even better. Look at that for service, for the chat log. And Joe there, like he said, just takes it down. He's up to 7.2 now. Edwin's got 11 million. Like I said, Joe playing phenomenally. So I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. This is Josh Monk in the box here at the moment. I'm head of operations here for APT. I've got the head of floor in here as well. You might be thinking at home who the hell's running the floor and all of that type of stuff, but we've got a few games running out there, and we've got some of the best staff in the industry working the floors and dealing our cards, so we can jump in here for a few hours and get this done on a Monday night until the proper professional commentators come in on a Wednesday, Thursday. And what's the verdict here, Berkey?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but I don't think Matty's on tomorrow.
He's not on tomorrow. I might have to overrule here. This is one of the things that I might have to do.
This is where the head of floor is going to have to hand it off to the
head of operations.
The head of operations to to do something about it.
Yeah. I'll go out and have a quick word with him, probably at the next break, and see what we might be able to do. That is Berkey in the chat. That is correct.
And now I'm actually curious on who this is.
Anyway, Mr. Zhao here under the gun with the ace deuce of clubs. He's going to pop it up, make it 300. Joe Santev finally picks up a hand here. Ace
Big
king.
slick.
Anyway, Joey here with the ace king in the small blind. What a spot for him. So raise under the gun there with the ace deuce. Joe just looking at the ace king here in the small blind. And he's got Edwin squeezed in between too, so it's get a little bit crazy.
I'll tell you what, before we've seen Edwin's cards, I'm going to call a cooler here.
You're calling for the cooler,
Calling
yeah?
for the cooler. I don't know what Edwin's got, but I feel like we're going to get a 3-bet here from Joey, and Edwin's going to wake up with something.
Sure. So here comes Joey. He's just gone hammer and tong
straight
here.
in the bin.
Great read by you.
Just a great read.
Yeah,
I'm
really good.
I'm feeling it tonight. I'm really on fire here.
He's got the queen 5. He's got to put that straight in the bin. Back round to Jingwan Zhao.
I don't imagine he's going to continue here.
Let's see what Jingwan's going to do. I've almost certainly mispronounced his name, but try my best. That's what we can ask for. That's why I call him Mr. Zhao. It just seems like a good nickname to have him. He's going to put that in the bin after raising pre-flop, and Joey's going to take that one down. Just extending out. He's building all that chips, probably up to about, 6.8 or something like that by now. First prize, as you can see, 70,000, 47. The second, yeah, sure.
22.5 for the next person out. I've already locked up 22.5. Must be nice.
Yeah, must be nice. Must be very nice.
It's a few slaps at the pokey on a good day.
It's probably $2,500 in the big red, isn't it? 20,000, walk out with 20,000. Yeah, I mean, it's probably pretty close, isn't it?
We've never done that before.
No, we just certainly haven't.
No.
But anyway, look, if you're in the area, we're pretty close to Bankstown, where we've used to host something back in 2023. We're about 35 minutes outside the city in an area called Bella Vista, and it is the beautiful view. That's what the translation is. It is an absolutely gorgeous area of Sydney, I must admit. And the Bella Vista Hotel is an absolute rip-schnorter. So if
How spacious it is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's nice when you get to go play some poker and you actually have a bit of wiggle room.
Sure, yeah, 100%. You got some wiggle room. We've got the big screens going up here, 2 monster-sized screens. We've got the music going. Obviously, we kill that a little bit when there's a feature table going up on the stage.
Oh, wait a second. Is that the 8-6 of diamonds?
That is the
mate?
8-6 of diamonds. That's just an absolute monster.
Just wanted to throw that in.
Don't worry about ace-king, 8-6 of diamonds. That's where you really want to be. And so, there's 50 tables here. There's 3 or 4 different types of bars.
And the action all starts really ramping up tomorrow, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, basically tomorrow all the way through, just forget about it. And then the State of Origin's in there as well. We've got Battles of the Nations going on. It's going to be crazy.
I was trying to remember the whole schedule, and you just look at it every day and you're like, oh, there's no relaxing over the next next week.
Yeah, it's part of being in the operational side of poker that you look at these schedules and you think
as long as you put on a good schedule for the players, basically. As long as the players are having a good
100%.
time, that's exactly what we're here for.
100%. So anyway, round to Joey's picked up the Motown, the Jackson 5 here. Under the gun, he's going to chuck that straight in the bin. Edwin, can he pick up a hand? He can. Ace 2 is probably worth a raise here. Let's see what happens. He's going to pop it up. He's going to make it 300, just structure pop it. Round to Mr. Zhao. He's next to act. I'm doing this so quickly, the graphics haven't even caught up to me yet. There it is now. He's picked up the A6, miles in front. 200k to call.
The V's starting to kick in, isn't it?
Yeah. The
You get about 2 minutes of work out of it, and you'll have to go get another one.
That's 100% correct. You know what? I reckon that it is the V just kicking in.
Yeah. You just started speaking at a much quicker rate.
Yeah, that's it. So Mr. Zhao here just picks up the A6. He's got Edwin in a bit of a difficult spot. He's going to come in for a raise here. I think he's made it 800, 900. Chad, yeah, Queen Jack at diamonds, straight in the bin. Fine, why not? Back to Edwin. I think he's just going to lay this down. I don't think he's going to defend here with ace deuce.
Jing now with the stack, just starting to apply a little pressure back. Like he was there,
True.
he was there waiting patiently, got his double up, and now he can actually throw a few bets around.
He does throw it in the bin. It's pretty stock standard, really.
Well played, Jing.
Should we have a look at the schedule for tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely.
What do you reckon?
I reckon it's a jam-packed schedule, but what is it?
It's a very good question, to be honest. I should know, but when you got 40 or so events on in there, it does take a while to learn them off by heart.
I've currently got a monkey going up in the head, clapping the cymbals, so...
Sure. Right. Let's have a look at this. What day is it today? Monday. Okay, Tuesday 29th. We've got the Midday Madness kicking off at 12:30. The Midday Madness did go off today, so...
10k guarantee.
Yep, we got there, I believe. I can just double check that so I don't look like a fool.
Not a bad little tournament in the morning just to kick things off.
Yes, absolutely.
We've got that every day this week.
We do.
Yep.
So let's just have a quick look. I think we fell ever so shortly in it. Not much. I mean, obviously we make the guarantee with the admin inclusive of it. I think we just fell short based on just the buy-in numbers because we've got 32 entries at 300, which is 9,600. So a $400 loss, but you know, what's $400 to Tony? He's putting on a $2 million guarantee. Why not? Series, I should say.
$400 between mates.
Beautiful. $400, just a couple of slaps. Like I said
Couple
before. So anyway, we've got July 29th here. We've got the Midday Madness. It's a $10,000 guarantee.
Hold on 1 second. We've got all in here from Chad with the ace 8. You remember that? We were talking about that one earlier.
I mean, this hand, I'm telling you.
It just keeps popping up.
I mean, I might have to go out there and have a look at this deck that they're using, man, because that hand's coming up so often, it's ridiculous.
Gets Edwin to fold.
And that's party over.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry to
no, absolutely. I'm looking down on an iPad. You're reading the stuff. So let's have a look at this. July 29th, 12:30 p.m. Midday Madness, $10,000 guarantee. The PLO High Roller, day 2. For W in the chat who wants to have it on the stream, I will see what I can do about that. Okay. Then we've got the Drakakis Champs freeze out this time. So forget about the unlimited, forget about the 1 re-entry, forget about the 2 re-entries. We're bringing it all the way back to a freeze out. We're going to kick that off. It's a 1650 buy, and you're going to start with 150k starting stack. It's 40-minute levels, and you can register that on day 2 up until cards are in the air at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
That has a $100,000 guarantee on it. Not much for you, but for the battlers, $100,000 sounds pretty good. Then the Mid-Stakes Championship Flight B. I can tell you this much for free. The Mid-Stakes Championship Flight A has gone off its head.
That was the one with the huge guarantee again. What, the 125 was it?
125 for 255 plus 45, or 245 I should say, plus $55 rake event. So...
1 1/4.
Yeah. Just make a quick look at this just to make sure. So 255 plus 45, even better. I said 245 plus 55. It's 255 plus 45, so even better value for you. And at the moment, that's got 117 entries in it for Flight A today, so that's going to go off its melon. So if you want to get involved in that, that's got a $125,000 guarantee prize pool for $300. And then tomorrow we have, you've got it, the main event Flight B. Because we did do that pre-series flight,
yes, we
obviously,
did.
here at Kings. Here at Bella Vista with in collaboration with Kings on Wednesday I think it was Wednesday the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got our main event Flight B, That's at 6:30 tomorrow night. That's going to be an absolute rip snorter. So if you want to play the main event Flight B, there's a $400,000 guarantee on that.
Massive.
That's a huge guarantee that I honestly think we're going to surpass by at least a double.
Yeah.
And have a look at this here. Matty Marshall come in absolutely clutch here. Matty Marshall does the RFID streaming for us. So W, you've got a huge W in front of you because Matty Marshall's decided the production team's going to be good to go for the PLO tomorrow. So if you guys want to watch the PLO tomorrow, I'd be more than happy to come in and commentate that bad boy. That's right up my Kirstie alley, commentating the PLO. That's my game.
I think that's more of a game I can just be a wingman on.
Sure.
Jump in with the yeahs and...
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, sure. So anyway, we've got the PLO on tomorrow. Good on you, Matty. Great effort there, mate. I really appreciate that. So PLO is on tomorrow. That's going to kick off probably... what time does it start? About 1, but we're on a 25-minute delay, so about 1:30, give or take. So if you set the alarm, good as gold.
W, well done.
Look what we're doing for our players, mate. They're just telling us what to broadcast and we're putting it on. I love it.
Jay
Anyway,
with the button. Jack 10.
Yep.
Decided to raise it up.
Oh,
here
and
we go.
Edwin just picked up the
cues.
cues. Here we go. Beautiful. Yeah, the cues.
Getting the cues.
Getting the cues. Edwin here with the pocket queens here in the small blind. Joe Sandev has raised it to 300K.
This could be where his image gets him paid off.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. But here's the thing, Joe's a very smart poker player. He's not going to battle against the chip leader here for huge amounts of stacks unless it's the straight up cooler type of situation like the Aces Kings type of stuff. So
that's a big
3-bet. Yeah, 3-bet to $1 million.
But he is out of the small blind, so it's got to be a bit bigger.
You know what? Joe's just going to lay this down, man. There's no way he's going to battle against Edwin, who's so volatile. He's just going to throw that straight in the bin. He's just going to give up the 300K, pass it over to him himself, chew that chewing gum and move on to the next hand, True?
Rack the cue. What's up next?
Right. Anyway, so the main event, Flight B, that is tomorrow, 6:30. Yeah? $1,500. We got $400,000 guarantee on that bad boy. You start with an 80K start stack, half an hour levels. Unlimited re-entries into that main event flight until 2:10 a.m. And that is Tuesday the 29th of July. That's tomorrow.
Beautiful.
So,
and all that with the new PLO stream, and we're good to go.
You can't make it up, can you? So anyway, guys in the PLOs you can see in the background, they've just gone on a break. The blinds here, though, however, 100, 150, 150. This is hand number 47. This is live at the Bella Vista Hotel. This is the Vault final table. $234,900 in the prize pool. $200,000 guarantee there was on this particular event, and we surpassed that quite comfortably.
Edwin with the 10 on the button. Raised to 3. Jing in the small blind with ace 10 off.
Yeah.
I imagine he's going to put in a 3-bet here. Ace 10 with the full ring in the small blind can look pretty weak, but four-handed, you'd be taking that for sure. He likes to call. Likes to call. Chad, 7-5 off, but probably will defend. And we're going to go 3 ways to a flop.
And the board comes queen, 3-9 here. And Edwin here just picks up the second pair. Smiles out in front, 78%. Chad's got absolutely none of it, just backdoor straight draws, and that's about it. Jing there's got the overpair with the ace and some running straight cards.
And would you imagine another C-bet here from Edwin?
This is paying $1.01, I reckon. Maybe a bit less. I reckon they've turned it off on Betfair here. He's guaranteed to have a bet here, and he's going to. Look at the chips straight away. Bang. If you don't mind, he's going to bet out 300, it looks like. Might be a fraction more. It's hard to tell from this angle. 400 is the correct decision there, so he's bet out 400.
Jing not looking very impressed with him at the moment. Throwing a few glares his way.
And he's fold, and Chad's going to fold that too, the 7-5. That's straight in the bin. Don't worry about that. Chad playing with that one headphone in too. Dangerous game, the one headphone.
You've played that game many times.
Now, I'm not a one headphone guy, to be honest. Yeah, I'm a double head. It's not a
you
headphone.
were, but I remember playing a game with you once where you'd actually lost the headphone.
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
And you were off your game all night.
Yeah, yeah. Trying to find one AirPod that had just fallen down to like a crevice in the floor somewhere where you can't make it up where it finished. You know what I mean? Anyways, getting back to the action here, we are four-handed. This is the Vault. coming to you on a 25-minute delay from the Bella Vista Hotel in Sydney. What an unbelievable venue, too. They've got everything here. They've got about 3 or 4 different types of bars. They turn into a discotheque. There's a ridiculous amount of car parking, all for free, and an overflow car park. So come down here. It's a very safe area. It's a beautiful venue. There's plenty of things to eat. And if you want that late night snack, there is actually a McDonald's that is open, I believe, until midnight every single... Yeah. I saw that side eye you just gave me. It's open. It's about a 200-metre walk up the street.
Now you're speaking my language.
Speaking the language, 100%. So if you're interested, come down here. We've got all the action here, and even when the poker has finished, the pokies are open from 2 o'clock until 4, just in case you want to have a after-night slap.
It's not about that. It's the late-night horse racing overseas.
The Terfontaine and Val.
Greenwood.
My dad, I tell you what, my dad would absolutely...
Bleu.
Yeah, the Chateau Bleu. Yeah, I'll tell you what, my dad and I would absolutely love to be up here doing that at 2 o'clock in the morning, mate. I tell you what, playing poker all day, running into the Terfontaine and the Val. You know it gets late when you're watching the Sweden...
The Monties?
Yeah,
you remember the Monties?
I remember. No, it's the Sweden... No, what I like... I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but the Sweden... harness racing in the snow.
Yeah.
Have you seen that before?
Yeah, I've watched that. Yep.
Unbelievable. And there's a market for it. It's like, all right, well, geez, how deep am I today? I've got to try and get out of this. Here.
Get out stakes.
That's it.
Definitely get out stakes.
It's the get out stakes, yeah? That's when you've really buried yourself. Anyway, talking about having a bit of fun, let's go back to the action here at the table. The blind's 100, 150, 150 with a big blind. Ante being that 150 there. This is hand number 49. It's gone fold. Joe and the small blind's picked up the ace-10 off. It's 50 to call. He's almost certainly going to be putting in a raise here and hoping like hell that Edwin doesn't pick up a hand. And if he does, it's going to be worse than his. So I think he's just going to come out with a structure raise, make it 200. Make it 300. Let's have a quick look. He's decided just to limp in here. Okay, he's going to trick this one up a little bit. Played a little bit different. Edwin's just backed up the 7-6 suited too. This is going to be a raise here.
Connectors.
I'll bet every dollar I got on it, he's going to raise here. Yep, he's looking at chips. I don't think 450, is that what he said? I'm trying to lip read here now. 500 cold.
5 cold.
Fine, so Joey here, that's exactly how he wanted to play this hand here too. He's limped in here. He's shown absolute camouflage with his ace-10. He's going to try and outplay him. At the moment, Joe has outplayed him, I think, because his hand's super discreet at the moment. Anyway, the flop comes down 6, Jack 9. And for something different, Edwin comes back out in front, hitting bottom pair versus the ace-10. But Joey does pick up straight draw flush draws. He still needs to get there with the last 2 cards that come out. But he does have 2 overcards to Edwin's bottom pair, but obviously he doesn't know that. So Joe's going to check here. Edwin's got a C-bet for 400. It's only 400 for Joe to call. I reckon he probably flats here too. This is a spot where he's flatted before. I don't know if you noticed this, but almost every single time that Joe's got, 3 cards to a flush,
he's seen the next
he's
card.
been floating. He has to have something else with it, but most of the time 3 cards to flush, and that's a great card
for both of them.
Huge card actually for both. Yeah, like you said, I didn't even pick up that it was the heart too. Goes check. Edwin's now picked up the flush draw with his bottom pair.
Draw, and Joe's got the gut shot. Oh, sorry, the open ender.
He's up and down.
Jeez, he's up and down.
Yeah, he's up and down. He's got the open ender. As you can see with the stats here, it's 22% versus 78.
What kind of carnage we getting here?
River cut. Yeah, sure. You see what I tried to do? I tried to promote the crap out of that hand there, and it's just turned to nothing.
And here we go, check, roll it over.
And that didn't work out the way that I was hoping it would be. With a decent card at the river, it just comes out blank 3 of spades.
Geez, that was set up for a cooler, wasn't it?
It was. That's where you bring the king of hearts.
I was just going to say the king of hearts.
100% king of hearts.
Yeah, there you go. Check. Edwin takes the check mark with the old 6 of hearts. Just another 900,000 to his stack. Old Mr. Win.
120 now entries into that mid-stakes championship.
How long we got left till the lockout of that thing?
Let's just have a quick look. I believe it might be at the end of this particular level. Yeah, open until end of level 9. So they're on level 9 now. So they're going to play out the level, probably go for a 15-minute break.
Yep.
And that will be the lockout for that particular event.
120 for the first one.
That's crazy.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Jeez. Tony's going to be pretty happy about that, I can imagine, because that event's looking like it might get all the way to like $150,000 or $160,000 in that prize pool if it continues the way that it's performing.
There we are. Joe on the button with sixes. Electors raise up.
Going to make it the structure, is it? 300?
Looks like it.
Yep. Edwin's going to fold round to Mr. Zhao here. Ace four.
Imagine more flat.
He's got the suits covered, obviously, as you can see. So anyway, round to Mr. Zhao. He's going to elect to call and protect and play on, I should say. The board comes 7-7 queen here. Joe's miles out in front there with the pocket sixes. Mr. Zhao here just with the blank overcard, the ace. Joe's just going to c-bet. Mr. Zhao's going to come along. Okay, yeah, bit of action. Yeah, sure. Why not? Queen will get it done too. Jack doesn't help Mr. Zhao whatsoever. He's going to...
He did snap call him, so that'll be in the back of the mind there of
Joey,
because that Jack completes a lot of things there that can snap call you on the flop.
Sure.
What hand knocked out Kenta?
Kenta had the Queen Jack versus the Queen 7.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah, so the hand basically went like this. It was Queen Jack raised pre-flop, Salim, and was called by the big blind who had Queen 7. They had effective stacks of 2 million each. And the flop came down Queen 7...
6 or something
I
lower.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Queen 7 6.
And then
the turn card came a
9, offsuit
correct.
9, and then the 7 on the river.
And then the 7 at the river, and he couldn't find the fold button. And that was all she wrote. Probably happened, I don't know. If you scroll back on the stream for probably...
Would have been long ago.
30 minutes ago, maybe? Maybe a bit...
I'm losing track of time at this point,
it
so
happens.
it could have been 10 minutes ago, could have been an hour ago.
Correct. Anyway, Mr. Zhao's come out here and bet this river, hardcore. Joe Santev actually does have the best hand. So the bet's 350k. Joe's looking at the underpair to the board, puts it straight in the bin.
That's a great bet.
Well done by Mr. Zhao there. He's taking that one away from Joe. But like I said, have a look at Joe. If you really look at him, man, he's just so
calm,
isn't he?
Calm.
He's cool, calm, collected. Nothing gets to him. He sits there patiently. He does his business, and that's all she wrote. You know?
We saw a lot of that in the Melbourne series when we were doing a lot of the final tables, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, just the cool, calm players.
Yeah.
And look, they're not playing for peanuts here.
No, they certainly aren't.
So, you know, being able to stay that calm under these, you know, so the difference between, you know, fourth and first here, just a few players, is just short of 50,000.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so
correct.
No peanuts here.
Yeah, 47,500 difference. So he's done quite well. Here comes Joe under the gun here with a 10-8 offsuit. He's going to put that in the bin. I can't imagine him raising with that, which means the action's going to be on Mr. Win. Let's see
Mr. Win, I love it. And just
Mr. Win, you like
it's got
that?
to catch on now, for sure.
I'm going to see if I can get it going.
And
Edwin
here we
here.
go. And just another raise of the 10-3 off on the dealer button.
Yep. Chuck
Put the hoodie on, yeah.
Yep. Good on you. Yeah. Chuck the hoodie on. Going to raise up to 300k in. Mr. Zhao's now picking up another hand. Jinger. Here comes Mr. Jinger with the King, Queen of Diamonds, and Chad, who I forgot he was even playing on this final table. He's folded so many hands.
He didn't
in a row.
defend. That's a...
No, mate, I'm telling you, he's just Mr. Nice Guy sitting in the corner patiently, just collecting money.
collecting pay jumps, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
And have a look at Mr. Zhao here, Jing.
I imagine get the check here. And
Top pair.
what are the odds of another C-bet?
Top pair, second best kicker versus Edwin, whose story just doesn't check out ever in this particular spot here. He's going to...
But here we go.
He's going to bet out. I like, you know what I do like though? I have to give him credit for having the stones to continue with the aggression factor that he's got. I mean, it's good poker. So he's going to bet at 300k, but
this one's just air.
Yeah, this one's like proper. Like,
this is proper air.
Yeah, this is like good on you, pal. He's having a shot at it, you know.
Yep.
So anyway, unless he hits
I don't see much more
cards on the turn.
Continuation bets for me.
As you can see there, the check mark right next to Mr.
Probably another
Zhao.
check here. And then maybe a better...
No, he did this last time. He did this last time where he checked... Sorry. He checked, called the flop, and then he led the turn. Mr. Zhao, I've seen that before, but in this instance, he's actually checked and tried to induce it. Goes check, check. Edwin knows he's got absolutely no chance of winning this hand. And don't worry about just top pair. How about top two pair on this board?
Bet fold.
And Mr. Zhao here just Look at the poise on the bloke. Unbelievable.
Half mil.
He's got top 2 pair here. He's going absolutely nowhere. And
What's your bet sizing here?
I don't know. I've got a funny feeling. I don't know if he's going to try and entice here one more time. He's just got the hands so dominated. It's hard to find a fold. I would probably go for the... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I probably play this hand slightly different. I go for the check raise and all of that type of stuff.
I did say half mil. I got one right.
Yeah.
About time.
Good enough.
Good enough. Try my best.
Yep. I would have tried to let Edwin there try and bluff at that. If he's had a C bet there and checks down the turn and it looks like check again at the river, it looks like everybody's missed their draws or whatever, and Edwin, knowing how aggressive he is in his playing style, could have potentially shot off a bullet there at that river. So anyway, it doesn't make too much of a difference because Mr. Zhao has picked up that pot. He's got 5.66 million now in his stack. Edwin there with 12.2. Joey's got the other 5.6, and Chad, who I've actually forgotten is still playing this tournament, sitting over there at 2.6 million. He just hasn't picked up a hand since Jesus wore sandals, you know what I mean? So let's have a look at this. So under the gun we got Edwin here at the moment. He's picked up the Queen 7, the Joe Hasham special from 2005. He's going to fold it, the 86 suited.
I mean, it does make it easy when you're just getting bad hands and getting paid jumps, doesn't it?
Oh, bloody oath, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, what a position to be in.
100%. So he's going to raise on the button here, very stock standard sort of play, four-handed. Most hands on the button get raised just because you're in position. And you get to see what everybody else does before you act. Here's Chad, another, just forget about it, hand 5 deuce straight in the bin. Joe's going to fold the Jack 6 off too.
Well,
so
you remember the main event, the World Series main event? They were sitting there, and when they got down to four-handed in the second day, there was Mizraki knocked 2 people out back-to-back. The other guys were just sitting there copying pay jump.
And huge money too,
Yeah,
just quietly. Just huge money.
He made 3 million in 2 hands and didn't play.
Yeah. I mean, it just must be nice, you know what I mean? It just must be. I don't think I'll ever experience that. But
one day I'd love to be in that position.
Sure, but you know, I woke up this morning and I wasn't Malcolm Trainer, so don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I don't know what that's like, or Michael Mizrachi for that matter. Anyways, back to the action here. It's four-handed, 87 entries here. You are watching the Vault final table on 25-minute delay. This is Josh Monk in the commentary box with his head of floor, Adam Burke, a.k.a. Berkey. $234,900 in the prize pool, $70,000 up top, $47,000 for second, $31,800 for third, and $22,500 for the next person who busts in this tournament. And as you can see, the chip stacks are in the top left-hand corner. Blinds here are 100,000, 150, 150. Mr. Zhao here's raised up to 300k under the gun with the Queen 9.
And
Edwin,
for a change, Edwin's going to get involved.
Picked up another hand here. He's just going to limp in. So back to heads-up action here.
Being with the ace-10.
Well, isn't this an interesting hand here?
Look at
Another
this.
can't make it up. You know what's really funny about this, Berkey? This is almost identical to what happened with the ace-8 before. I'm in,
yeah.
100%.
So you got 2 pair, top-bottom pair, nut flush draw with a pair.
Correct. Almost identical to what happened earlier today, just a different flop.
And neither of these guys will be going anywhere.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. I think if the diamond peels off on the turn, sorry, Berkey just needs to leave the commentary box to take care of some stuff. I think if the diamond peels off on the turn, we can shut down, but it doesn't. It's a 3 of clubs on the turn. Huge card for there, Mr. Zhao. He's miles out in front, but he's going to be able to snake Edwin along, who does have that pair plus the nut flush draw. Edwin's got a check here with that pair of nut flush draw. And Mr. Zhao probably needs to bet here to protect his hand with top and bottom pair on the flop. He's looking down at his stack. I think he's probably going to come in for something like, wow, okay, that's not enough. I can't imagine. I think he's bet 400. Probably not enough there to bet 400, but his hand's just so strong heads up. He thinks that he might be able to get somebody to tag along with a weak 10. But obviously we can see the cards and they can't. So, yeah, I mean, from my perspective here, I can understand why he would bet 400k, but I think you probably need to protect your hand a little bit more and bet just a fraction stronger. There's so many weak cards on the river that can damage your hand. That's definitely not one of them. As a matter of fact, it gives him the full house. And that's all she wrote here for Mr. Zhao, who's just picked up the 9s full at the river. Edwin misses his nut flush draw, and he's going to check it round to Mr. Zhao. He's got the full house now. He's thinking very pretty at the moment. Look at him. I mean, he's just played great. Absolutely great poker. He's been, cool, calm and collected. He's been patient. And he's got a bit of a stack in front of him, and he's looking now down at a full house on that particular board after betting a couple of streets and getting called off. So let's see how we go. I've got to duck out of the comm box for a second. Berkey's going to take over.
Is that what I think it is? 9 on the river. Just a full house from Jing. Bet's 800,000. 800 for Edwin to call. Just going to try catch up with the action here for a second, see what happened. Sorry for the jumping in and out, guys. As if you have your chief operations and your head of floor, we will be getting summoned once in a while out there. But we will manage to try stay here as much as possible. Edwin makes the call. He's going to see the bad news. A very nice played from Jing. Picked up maximum value, I think, from that. Once again, people in the chat, how would you have played that differently on either side? I do love to know hand rundowns from different situations. Did he play it well? Could he get more from it? I'm in a spot now where I can't remember even what day it is. But we will continue to bring you the action here from the Bella Vista Hotel at the Vault final table with our final four with 70,000 up top here. Edwin, even after losing that hand, still has 10 million chips, which is a very, very healthy lead. I don't imagine his aggression will calm down from here. Anand, I'd bet big on the turn. Excellent, love to hear it. Joey on the button with the ace-9 offsuit. Stock standard raise, I believe. Edwin's going to fold. Folds around to Jing. Jing. 10-5 off. I don't imagine he'd be defending that here. Four-handed. Plenty of action still to go. Chad just sitting over there patiently. He, to his credit, he has not gotten out of line much, but he hasn't had much to get out of line with. He hasn't had much going on from over there. Picked up kings twice. If I can remember, he won both times, but other than that, he's been picking up pretty rubbish, even four-handed. So Joe under the gun, 5 deuce, throws it away. Edwin with the ace, jack suited on the button, raises it up to 300,000. Jing, 8-4 in the small blind, imagine will fold. Around to Chad with the 8-6 suited, who I imagine will defend this. Off to a flop we go. Chad with the 8-6, Edwin with the ace-jack, both suited. King 7-5. Interesting flop here. Edwin with the ace-high, Chad with the backdoor flush draw and open-ended straight draw. 50-50 here on the flop, equity-wise. Another interesting one, we were talking about this earlier, how often you see flops come 50-50. We didn't imagine it'd be that often, but here we are again. Good old 50-50 flop. Edwin on the button with the ace-high. C-bets for 275,000. Chad, I imagine, is going nowhere, but whether to call or raise. He hasn't been super aggressive, but he elects to put it all in. 2.1 million, great jam, I believe. It's going to be hard for Edwin to call off here with ace-high, unless he believes he's on a draw. Stone cold draw. 1.8 million to call. Is that 20% of his stack, roughly? 20-25% of his stack to call. Trying to do numbers at this time in the morning, chat. Please bear with us. Lex to fold it. That's a good jam by Chad, I believe. Got enough equity if you get called. Happy to take the pot down. Wow, I just looked at the time. It's only quarter past 9. Feels much later than that, boys and girls. But it's been a very long day. Sorry, guys. I'm actually being called away again. We will be back as soon as we can. Just got to go take care of a couple of things. I will talk to you guys very soon.
Small one.
Right now, the end of the hand. Before you guys leave,
Is that in there? I'm not seeing what's happening.
Has come.
I'm using it.
Has come.
Alrighty, before we head off, guys, can we just sell all 5Ks to this gentleman? Just all the 5Ks, please. Chad, do you mind if I just... Not 45-minute break.
15?
Yeah, 15 for now, unless the food does not come. So it's going to be 15 to start, and then we're going to get to rest. 150 here. Please.